ass nigga ain't shit. You put your trust in a nigga dumb bitch. That fuck ass nigga ain't shit. Oh, you forgave him, hoe? Don't feel that hoe. That nigga don't mean you no good. Oh, you forgave him, hoe? Don't feel that hoe. That nigga don't mean you no good. Oh, you forgave him, hoe? Oh, feel that hoe. That nigga don't mean you no good. Oh, you forgave him, hoe? Don't feel that hoe. That nigga don't mean you no good. No nigga don't trust no nigga. Don't trust no nigga. Don't trust no nigga. No trust no nigga. Don't trust no nigga. Don't trust no nigga. Don't trust no nigga. No trust no nigga. Don't 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 trust no nigga. No, don't trust no nigga. No, no, you can't trust no nigga. No, no, don't trust no nigga. No, no, you can't trust no nigga. No, don't trust no nigga. No, no, you can't trust no nigga. No, no, don't trust no nigga. No, no, you can't trust no nigga. No, get down. I think I want to encore, let the folk roll on up out of bed and get their motherfucking ass up in here. Y'all thumbs up the video as y'all enter the stream, honey.
Represent for the bitches, all eyes on you bitches. No time for the lip dick. You see the bigger the dick, the bigger the bank, the bigger the biz, the better the chance. You get close to his rich friends. I'm going after the big man. The G-string make his dick stand. Make it quick then. Slow head by the nightstand. Like lightning. I want a nigga with a red ring. Bank accounts in the Philippines. Like me to take care of things. See, I fuck him in the living room. While it's turn home, I make him eat while my period on. The little nasty hoe. Red bone, but a classy hoe. Young jazzy hoe. And don't be scared, cause if you're curious, just ask me hoes. And yes, dicks like the comes quite natural. Cause I'm the baddest bitch, but I'm the baddest bitch. See, I hate hoes who take they niggas on talk shows and fun hoes. See, if I'm ever cross the caught up in the cross, then it's your fault, hoe. I'm going out, ho. See, I'm unemployed with no boss, ho. Why y'all suck your dick for free and broke off, ho? See, you paid to be the boss, ho. Shit, that's how you floss, ho. X-rated, elevated, bun naked, and I probably fuck your daddy if your name wasn't fair handed. Cause I'm the baddest bitch. I'm the baddest bitch.
Unemployed with no boss, bitch. Now, that's a boss. bitch. What's going on, Conscious Crew? You guys been flooding my motherfucking Instagrams and shit, so I'm gonna let y'all sound off, girl. I know that y'all just had to survive the sector again, and I don't like leaving folk in their trauma, girl. So I'm gonna let y'all come up and sound off on everything y'all witnessed tonight, girl. Right, wrong, or indifferent, baby. Okay, hit the link. Tell me what you think. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I'm gonna touch on a few things before I drop the link, girl. Before we do, I want you guys to definitely thumbs up this motherfucking video. If you're not subscribed, definitely hit the subscribe button. Keep all your notification bells set to all. Share this stream out, and all other relevant links and information is in the description box below. Let's move the fuck on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, girl, let's just get straight into it, girl. Y'all already know what the what the hell been going on, girl. Now, some of y'all saying that Armand Wiggins had dragged Larry. Well, Larry is specialized in the dragulations, okay? And if he need to drag the hell out of Armand, Larry definitely will do so. He has the capabilities of doing so, okay? Speaking of Armand Wiggins, I want to shout out the 1,500 folks that were in my chat about my business, okay? Okay, shout out to you all. Shout out to producing content that can be a gift to other content creators, if you will. Okay, now Larry definitely has been on his press tour, girl. So you guys can also check out Chelsea's live, check out Armand's live, and of course, he jumped on his friend and his so amazing Minty, of course, girl. I was going to get first dibs. I mean, the fuck. So check out all the content creators, content, girl. Okay, now we got to clear some things up, girl. Okay, because there's a lot going on. First thing I want to do is speak to this Larry keeping the money situation, girl, because the narrative for people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, okay, is that, well, so the facts are Ogre dropped the ball on a previous litigation with Larry and another Dusty, okay? Larry has already explained this. Larry had to go into overdrive because this mistake was made at the last minute and $25,000 had to be raised, okay? Amidst raising that money, okay? Ogre felt so guilty about the professional mistake that she made, okay, that she offered to pay the $25,000. But as Larry revealed to us tonight, Ogre, the lawyer at the time who was actually fighting his case as the central lawyer on the case, did not pay it all. She was actually only paying a portion of the $25K. And it took her to collaborate with two other lawyers alongside Larry's platform and my own to come up with that $25K. Now, because Ogre, okay, was put on to Larry by Tasha, who had been using Ogre already, who had got wind of Larry's litigation and slid him over her Jewish lawyers, okay? She had already had a relationship and a rapport with Ogre, okay? Now, allegedly, everybody is aware that there's definitely one sole person in this mix who just cannot be trusted whatsoever, okay? And that would be Lil Bussy K. Even Miss Ogre knew that to be the case, okay? So Ogre did not want Larry to tell that to Tasha.
Okay, how they were going to work this thing out, blah 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 blah, what role she was going to play in getting this thing together. So Larry and Olga were on script. Okay, both of them had to save face in front of little Bussy K. Okay, because according to Larry, Olga, okay, just did not trust Tasha K enough to keep her mouth closed. I mean, obviously, when you're working professionally with somebody in litigations and all of this and lawsuits, I mean, you know what kind of character they have. So, you know, if anybody is aware of a person's personality type, it certainly would be a lawyer, you know, who's looking and spectating all over a situation. Okay, so Olga would know Tasha's personality real well. Mm-hmm. Now, fast forward, okay. When I was dry bag to get to go over to Tasha's to Chelsea's page, because Tasha had asked Chelsea to bring me on to talk about 7-year-old stale bullshit, and I brought up Olga, thinking that it was just going to be a snarky comment, girl, that we would have been able to laugh and just move the fuck along about, girl. But it triggered her up, girl. And now Tasha K's response makes a lot of sense, because Tasha K was under the impression that she had the 411, the 911, the inside scoop, when we know that Tasha never has any fucking receipts and never actually has the real scoop. I mean, she got lucky once with R. Kelly. So I don't know why she thought she would know more about the situation than me. I'm way closer to Larry than she would ever be. I am his fucking mentee, and I'm one of his fucking best friends. The fuck? Like, and I also don't have a reputation for being a snake ass bitch. Therefore, I'm somebody that people divulge a lot of information and truth to. I'm somebody who can be trusted with a lot of information. I'm somebody who can be trusted with a lot of information. Okay? Tasha, I don't want to talk to you in private. I see that you're calling my phone. You are welcome, though, to hit the link. I will text you the link, because whatever conversation we're going to have, it needs to happen publicly, where there can be no mincing of words, where there can be no he say, she say. And just like you wanted to sit me down off Chelsea's platform publicly, I will bring you back up publicly, and you can say what you need to say. I will send you the link, Miss Tasha. Okay, do I have a link? Hold on. Okay, I just sent Tasha K the link. I'm going to put my phone on vibrate and move along here. Now, let's clear one thing. I definitely feel that I am entitled to an apology, and a very public one. Because my questioning, my integrity, my level of informedness was questioned, girl. And that ain't the type of games that I play. I've covered real, legit cases front and back and through. I've actually helped to get people served. I've helped to get people's websites snatched down. People owe $15,000, $34,000, $125,000 to people because I've literally been employed to do this. But more importantly, I'm afforded proximity because of the way that I conduct myself. Okay, Tasha, you don't have to call me tomorrow. There's nothing for us to speak about. I am going to need a public apology. I'm going to need a public apology. Well, not need one, but, you know, I'm just, you know, I don't need one, girl, you know, but I'm just saying, honey, you know, you were loud and you were wrong today. And Larry had to let you know why you were under the impression that you thought you knew the truth, and you thought you had all the information, and you thought that you know, you had all the 411 and you found out that you did not. And it's okay to admit that. It's okay to say, you know what, CTV, I apologize. I was triggered, you know, when you kind of, you know, ragged on Olga, bruh. Okay. And I know that, you know, you didn't know that that was my trigger. I know that you didn't know that, you know, Olga is my best friend. I know that you didn't know that, you know, I'm very close to Olga and I consider her to be family. And yes, I thought I was aware of all of the things and I wasn't. I wasn't. You actually were right. And you know what? I'm a big girl and I'm going to apologize to you, Conscious, because you've been nothing but sweet to me. You've been nothing but supportive of Chelsea. And we're going to get to Chelsea too. You've been nothing but supportive of Chelsea. You fought for my mentorship between me and Wiley. You've been nothing but forthcoming, proactive, nothing but that. And I thought I could play you tonight and it didn't work out in my favor. So I apologize, Consciouztv. Apologize to you. Okay? That's what can happen. That's what could happen. Now, let's rewind it back to Larry real quick. Okay? Because folk were saying that people were saying that, okay, but there's a lot of things that people were saying, okay? So because Tasha K put out this narrative that Larry did something inappropriate and Larry, you know, that there was some type of malicious or scandalous or thievery energy or spirit, or there was, you know, something, you know, that could, you know, that somewhere in Larry's conduct and character that there was an issue. You know, that, oh, and then like, and can you also apologize, Tasha, for doing what narcissists do, which is blaming other people for your actions? You literally sat on Chelsea's live and said that I'm going to make you expose Larry. Well, how can I make you expose somebody that you're supposed to have loyal to? How can I make you expose and say something that you know or feel would be detrimental to your friend's character and reputation out here on these YouTube streets? How? And if I could make you do that, if I could bring you to the edge of exposing somebody that you care about and that you love and you value, it's probably because you don't actually value and love them. It's probably because there's no actual loyalty there. It's probably because you're already sitting on the edge waiting to make people who have a better reputation than you look bad like you. And like true misery, you just don't want to sit on that porch and rock in that chair all by yourself. Miss Madame needs company. So I'm also going to need an apology for that. Moving along. Hey, Radiant Goddess. Now, thank God I'm an epic bookkeeper, okay? And that I am one hell of a scholar and one hell of an historian, okay? Because Mr. Armand had went live and then he also kind of played into this like questioning of like, well, if Consciouztv raised 8K, and then you raised the other 15K, and then Olga and 3.5 other lawyers like turned on a light bulb, then how many light bulbs got turned on and how many lawyers did it take? And this is why it's really good to have eyewitnesses who can attest to history, provable history, okay? Because what Larry doesn't even remember is that he actually was transparent at the time that this was all going on around this 25K. And what Larry did, because Olga and some of the other lawyers on the firm, a part of the firm, actually paid a portion of the tab, what Larry did And everybody who follows Larry Reid Live knows this. And we have the videos. We have the community wall tabs. We have all of that. Okay. What Larry did, and he don't even know that he did it. See, Larry, this why I'm going to be PR for Larry this year, baby, because, you know, I'm just a gift that keeps on giving. Everybody who's an LRLer knows that Larry came back and asked the LRLers. He said, look, I can do two things. Okay. A part of these donations have already been paid for. So I'm going to ask y'all this. I can return the money that I don't need from what y'all contributed, or I can invest the money into a software program. And I think at the time it was like this Text Now phone software that Larry was building for his app, and you know, it was going to deal in the notifications, and it was going to, you know, and this would be the way for people to keep up. Boom, 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 boom. Larry don't even remember all that shit because, you know, Larry is a man of a particular age. He's 65 plus years old. Okay. Larry don't even remember. So there actually was always transparency. Larry actually asked his supporters, what did they want him to do? And we all unanimously told Larry to go ahead and pour the money into the app. Poured the money into the app, which poured the money directly back into the brand, which the brand will continue to be a gift that keeps on giving to us. And we all unanimously agreed upon that. So Tasha K sitting around thinking that she was holding some shit over Larry's head. And people who don't actually follow Larry but claim to be his friend, who don't keep up with the Larrys, okay, wasn't even properly able to defend the stance. Because if you've been a friend and you've been following, you would know the teams of the teams. You would know how to fill in these gaps. You would know how to go to speak and speak well and to be articulate and to be a matter of a factor when one speaks. He ain't 65, girl. You know, he's a hard, you know, he's a soft 40 girl. He's a soft 40 girl. Handsome 40 girl. Okay. Baby daddy tease. So there was nothing ever inconspicuous, shady, weird. There was nothing ever unintegral, okay? And because Larry done forgot, because all this shit happened so long, this man got 50 million other businesses, 5,000 goddamn employees, children, an ex-wife. Larry got shit to do, girl. He doesn't even remember his own goddamn timeline and his own damn behavior. But thank God, this is why shit is archived and documented on social media, okay? So what Larry did with the rest of the money, for those who are wondering, well, where the rest of the money at? Him and Ogre, you know, they split the tab. So where did the other half go? It went into his brand, where his supporters told him it could go, where he asked them if they wanted it to go there. And that beautiful Text Now app that he uses, yeah, that's where the other half of the tab went. We touched and agreed upon him directing those donations there. Since Ogre and 3.5 other lawyers came together to, you know, do their part of cleaning up their inconsistent bullshit. Okay. Now let's fast forward through. Tasha, this is some constructive criticism for you, Miss Mamas. I hope that you got an epic lesson in understanding what place you have in people's lives tonight. I hope that what you learned tonight is that you are never to sit in the face of people and act like you truly have the 411 on them, because what you learned tonight, according to what Larry revealed about Ogre and this conversation that you wasn't privy to, that was pre-planned and premeditated and prearranged to be given to you, is that you're not somebody who's trusted. And what happens when you are a wide mouth, veneer having motherfucker who lacks integrity and loyalty is that people will treat you just like that, somebody who can't be trusted. Therefore, even the people who are fucking with you and the people who are sitting beside you and the people who are all around you and the people that you have associations with are only prophesying to you in part, boo. Because they know better than to give you all of it. They know better than to download all of it to you. So the information will always be remixed. The information that you get will always be didacted. The information that you get will always be screwed, chopped, and motherfucking served. Because that's what you do to a motherfucker who you gotta eternally side eye every day that they hit your motherfucking phone. So I hope that that's an epic ass lesson that you got tonight, is that nobody trusts you and everybody flip flops and remixes and straightens out and pre-prepares the information given to you because they know that you're sitting on the edge of your seat like you was tonight, waiting to jump out of your motherfucking road and expose, or in the words of Jocelyn, suspose somebody. Now, why I say that Larry will survive you and every other untrustworthy ass motherfucker is because he knows exactly who he dealing with. When it comes to all y'all motherfuckers, Larry is very clear about it. You'll never get and receive anything that actually means something. Because he know what it is, like every other motherfucker does around you. And if you wish to change those dynamics, if you wish to change your social dynamics, if you wish to do that, the burden is on you to change you. If you don't want to be sitting in front of a mentee getting that everlasting eternal motherfucking work loud and motherfucking wrong, when you don't want to be out here embarrassing yourself, getting ate up and chewed up by the mentee, yes, Steph Fly, it's the secondhand motherfucking embarrassment for me. How fucking stupid. That was why the universe organized the night so swiftly and professionally. It was in honor of enlightening your ass and teaching you something and raising your motherfucking vibration. That's why real niggas will survive fake motherfuckers. We're very clear on who's who and what's what. Bitch, y'all think y'all the ones who be getting over and be getting over, baby. We be triangulating y'all. The fuck? Baby, y'all playing checkers. Real niggas playing chess. Are you fucking stupid? Girl, it's the stupidity for me. Now, last but not least, before I open up the live, Chelsea. People were saying that Chelsea needs to call me, and Chelsea needs to this, and Chelsea needs to that, and blah, 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 blah. As far as I'm concerned, if Chelsea allowed her boss to sit on a live and disparage me when Chelsea knows how good I've been to her and how faithful I've been to her and how involved I've been with her, and she sat and let another motherfucking dusty, raggedy motherfucker disparage me, and she ain't check a motherfucker, and she ain't say, I love you and I want my job, but no, we're not gonna do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, Todd. We're not going to do that, Bussy K. We ain't going to do that, Miss Mamas, because no. Because Consciouztv ain't did nothing but be resourceful, be sympathetic, He took on all our bullshit. We had this boy up all motherfucking night. This nigga was keeping Von Ray off my motherfucking ass. This nigga was on the phone with him, on the phone with her, on the phone with him, on the phone with her, on the phone with him, on the phone with her. Girl, I sent Consciouztv things that he has never released to the public, that he's never used and hijacked for the sake of content. I've been able to trust this nigga. He had my back in such a way that motherfuckers were dragging his ass for having my back, Tasha. So I understand that you got your toes stepped on tonight and you got a bruise to your motherfucking ego. But I'm not going to let you sit up here in the spirit CTV like that, because he don't deserve that. And if that ain't what Chelsea did tonight, fuck her. Fuck her. If that ain't what the fuck Chelsea did tonight, bye. If that ain't what Chelsea did tonight, the door is closed. If that ain't what Miss Mamas did tonight, it bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. Because I don't play these reindeer games. When a motherfucker was ready to kick the motherfucking door down, who was stopping a motherfucker from kicking the door down? When a motherfucker was ready to put his motherfucking hands around a bitch neck, who was the intercessor? Who was the intercessor? When a motherfucker was ready to get gully and get gangster, who kept a motherfucker off a motherfucker ass? So if Chelsea allowed a motherfucker to sit in her space that she controls the mute button on, and she allowed a motherfucker to talk shit, and she acted like she forgot where the fuck she came from too, it ain't a motherfucking thing for me and Chelsea to clean the fuck up. Not a motherfucking thing. Because I ain't seen these motherfuckers since January, and I don't have no problem continuing to not see their ass for the rest of 22. CTV don't need you, and CTV don't motherfucking see ya. Y'all prime and beg my motherfucking ass to step into y'all bullshit, just like you did tonight. I don't ask for y'all's attention. I don't seek y'all motherfuckers' attention. I don't call you to me. I don't ask none of y'all to pull the fuck up. The fuck? So, I don't need a phone call and a text from Tasha. Keep it. If you do apologize, understand that I ain't got nothing to do with me. You apologizing because you a grown-ass woman. You apologizing because you an integral-ass woman. You apologizing because you got a lick of motherfucking conscience. You apologizing because you a principled woman, baby. Don't apologize for me, baby. Okay, because I'm good on you. Apologize for your sake. Apologize on behalf of how your parents raised you, which I'm going to assume as well. Don't call me behind the scenes because motherfuckers wanted to talk shit and wanted to acronym CTV as Consciouztv. So you apologize publicly. What the fuck you got to say to me? You gonna say it in the same space you did the motherfucking crime in. It ain't gonna be no sleeping dogs lying here. Everybody in this bitch knows that I am a fucking peacemaker. I mind my motherfucking business. I do my motherfucking content. I inspire my motherfucking people. And we get into some real deal Holyfield shit here. And if I gotta come up out my flesh on any of you motherfucking niggas, it's because I gotta come up out my flesh on you niggas. I don't look for motherfucking problems. I don't invite motherfucking problems. I don't go scavenging for motherfucking issues. So if you getting this motherfucking work, it's because you wanted this work. And I'm gonna reiterate it again, baby. You best be glad that that the Black Holy Ghost got CTV set the fuck up the way he do. Because baby, Consciouztv is calling out to me. Salacious CTV is calling out to me. Now I'm gonna drop the link and let everybody come up, okay? Mods, rotate the link. I'm gonna let you guys sound off. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me drop the motherfucking line. Ooh, woo. Oh, okay. There's the LANK girl. For better or for worse, hit the motherfucking LANK girl and say what you need to say, girl. Okay. Free forum, girl. Get it off your chest, honey. Mods, please rotate the motherfucking link, which is also posted on the screen in front of me. Hi, Anya. Hey, boo.
Hey, boo.
Girl, what you think about the shit show that ensued tonight?
Listen. Okay, first thing I'm going to say is, you know, how I feel about, my voice deep as hell right now.
I love it, baby.
You know how we feel, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, how I feel about you and Larry. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to go get my chucks, you know what I'm saying? Some Vaseline, tie my hair up. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to fight out here in the YouTube streets because, you know what I'm saying? Y'all really don't fuck with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all about, you know what I'm saying, community building. You know what I'm saying? Positive shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just really like, it's crazy. But I do need Larry to really, really understand Tasha is his colleague. That is not his friend. I need him to stop using that word friend for Tasha. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like my colleague. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand everything he's saying. And I was saying the same thing in the chat that you were saying, basically. You know what I'm saying? Larry's not stupid. You know what I'm saying? He's never going to give Tasha he's not even going to have a conversation with Tasha about anything that's not already public. You understand what I'm saying?
He's not going to give her nothing that
can incriminate him, make him look bad, anything. That's not going to happen.
Like he won't be able to own and stand next to.
Yeah, like, you know, for those that really, truly, truly support the platforms that know, you know what I'm saying, his character, we already know that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like him dealing with Tasha to me is in a professional capacity. And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you may cross the lines in a profession where you might invite them to your home and things of that nature. But that doesn't mean that, you know, that's really your friend. That's your colleague. Clearly, you know what I'm saying? He knows who Tasha K is. She's a snake. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you'd rather deal with a snake knowing that it's a snake than dealing with, you know what I'm saying, a snake thinking that it's a lizard. You understand what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's very clear that who she is. Now, my whole thing is, with this whole Armand thing, I don't think Armand really came for Larry. I think he's just like frustrated because he wants Larry to deal with Tasha in a certain manner, but we cannot dictate how people choose to deal with a person. We all, like, you know what I'm saying, are friends with somebody or family to somebody that has someone in their life that we know ain't no damn good for them. But you can't make choices for people. You know what I'm saying? You put the information out there and you trust that, you know what I'm saying, they're going to do what's best for them. Point blank. What I didn't like about what Armand was doing is how he was like, it was the little shade that he was throwing in. I get, you know what I'm saying, you doing good in your platform, this and the third, but you know what I'm saying, you like throwing unnecessary shade at other content creators, you know what I'm saying, that really
be a bit more particular about that.
Huh?
I said, do you want to be a bit more particular?
Oh yeah, he was basically like, you know what I'm saying, this y'all shit, and you know what I'm saying, y'all didn't even get the views talking about y'all own drama on y'all platforms. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's getting more views than all of y'all. Then he went further into detail saying, like,
I had 1,500 people in the chat at only 33,000. He only had 2,000 more with almost 200,000 people.
Yeah, I mean, but the whole point is, okay, it doesn't matter how many views he had off of that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Y'all don't, like, you know what I'm saying? I went on his page because you mentioned you was going to go over there.
Especially when what's in your chat is our business. Stop the cap.
Yeah, like it was like, okay, he was making valid points, and when he was speaking about Tasha, and even when he was saying, you know what I'm saying, he don't feel sorry for nobody, whatever, he was making valid points. But it didn't even to the point when he said, when they were saying the people in the chat was telling Larry to call in or whatever, and he was like, you know what I'm saying, he only wanted Larry up. He, you know, he wasn't concerned about, because I think people was mentioning you too in the chat. It started going real fast. he was like, he wasn't concerned about the side pieces, like the you know what I'm saying, the other people that they don't matter. I want the main characters or whatever the case may be. It was just giving shade, unnecessary shade, like, but he was drinking and I think he was feeling himself. You know what I'm saying? But it was unnecessary to me.
Well,
like,
you know, I'm not subscribed to Armand to begin with, but you know, I am cordial with Armand, but yeah.
At the end of the day, though, CTV, like, you really don't conscious, you don't fuck with nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this platform is used, you know what I'm saying? We get ratchet as fuck, you know what I'm saying? But this is really like a community building platform, you know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand why you're always, it's like they think you're like a punk or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, clearly, like they misjudge your character because you always, you know what I'm saying? You more positive, you know what I'm saying, than you get ratchet on this platform.
Do it, and like I be hating to do it. Like, that's, I go out of my way to be diplomatic and to be cool because like I don't even be wanting to do, like I don't even be wanting I don't even be wanting I don't even be
But they don't understand.
I don't even be want to open up the book of motherfucking life. I don't even be like, I don't even have an intention in me to like, it's just not even in me. So when motherfuckers be calling my name like fucking Candyman and welcoming me into shit, I'm just like, yo, like it is clear that people take my fucking kindness for weakness. So I don't know whether I'm gonna have to go back to just being like, I don't know whether I'm gonna start dragging motherfuckers like for like to literal hell. I don't know if I'm just gonna have to like really just start making examples out of motherfuckers. Just, you know, every blue moon just to refresh everybody's memory, not to fuck with me. Like I don't know what it's gonna take, but if that's what I got to do to keep setting the precedent, I mean, I will.
No,
I will, but I would rather, okay, do what I do best, which is serve up dialogue, stir up dialogue, bruh, inspire, entertain, blah, 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 blah. I would rather not.
Yeah, it's giving me conscious. It's giving me that it's a pattern that I've been seeing for a while. These content creators don't know how to create fucking content. You know what I'm saying? Their whole thing for content is to like really have drama amongst each other.
Like Nicki Minaj in this bitch. I be feeling like Nicki
But they
Minaj.
need to just go ahead and start a fucking reality show.
Sometimes I feel like, bruh, like, yikes. You do shit. And it's for what? Likes? Yikes. You a clown. Like, leave me the fuck out of this. I have nothing to do with this. But you know what? Even with Armand, Armand has an ego. Okay, and if you want to flex, baby, and it makes him feel good, have at it, sugar. Okay, but people know why there's 3,000 people in the chat at the end of the day. People know what put 3,000 people there. People know what drove you to go live. People know the truth about all this shit. It really speaks for itself. That's why half the time it ain't even really worth even addressing or speaking to, because we know. Okay? I'm the smallest content creator in this situation, and yet I'm the motherfucker who literally gets caught every time.
I was just about to say
every time. Like, we don't talk about clout. Baby, clout in a numbers game. It's an energy game.
Yeah.
It's an energy game. It's a spirit game. I'm the smallest content creator amongst all these fucking content creators. And I got muscle in this bitch. I got demand and desire around my presence in this bitch. Like, stop the cap. You know what it is. You know what it is, Anya. And speaking of, you miss here, her TV. Welcome to the platform, love. What are your thoughts about the shenanigans tonight?
First off, I want to say Armand, in my opinion, did not say anything shady towards you at all. That's just my opinion. So I don't know where that came from. But the whole situation
he could go back if he chooses. So he can go back and read the live. I don't carry live.
Actually, look, I'm gonna be transparent. I'm gonna be transparent. I was in the live tonight. I heard the shade, but I'm not
Oh,
bother
the
because
shade
I'm
as far
clear.
as him having 3K in his chat
That's
more
what
than.
we're talking about. Yes, that's
Well,
all we.
He said that, but I wouldn't think that
well,
that was shady because it came from because somebody said that Armand was
well, that
clout
wasn't it for
chasing.
me. It was just like the friend, the mentee, and
All of it. Yes.
okay, it's okay. But look, we're clear. We're clear though. It's a reason why I'm chosen. I'm chosen. I'm the chosen one. Okay, it is what it is. Okay. But I'm not bent out of shape about anything because Armand is a side character in all of this. This was a Larry Reid, Tasha K, Chelsea, and CTV moment tonight, and everybody else inserted themselves. Everybody else is a side bitch in this situation. Once again, what's understood don't need no fucking understanding. And I'm very clear about it, even when a motherfucker ain't clear about it. So I'm not been out of shape about it. I like Armand. I think he's a great content creator. And I told people to go over and to support him tonight. I told my chat to go. When people said Armand was going to be live at 30 minutes, I said, all right, we're going to go to Armand, boo. Move along.
You better be, because I wouldn't have.
You did a lot, and you know what?
I'm
And
saying
I saw all of my bitches in the chat. I saw all my TV emojis in the chat. I saw my phone go up saying, bitch, I'm here because of CTV. You know that Armand has an option.
You better be, because I wouldn't have.
You did a lot.
It ain't no hit. And I saw all of my bitches in the chat. I saw all real quick, babe. It's some feedback in your phone, Red, and Big Mama, it's like a fan or something in your microphone, boo. It's giving feedback as well.
Oh, okay. Is that better?
Yes, ma'am, that's better. But I'm gonna get to you next, Big Mama. But here her TV.
Okay.
Your thoughts, boo.
I was saying what you did by sending everybody over to his chat and ended your live. A lot of people do not do that. And that's what we should be having more in our community because everybody's so cutthroat. And I salute you for doing that because there's a lot of he would not have had those numbers if you.
That's
didn't
all
send
I've
them over
ever
there.
done. I am one of the only content creators here on TV. I work with Wiley on Two Men and a Lady. I don't have no problem. I just fucking big up Armand for his fucking telekinesis powers, his fucking psychic powers and shit. Like he's playing my soundbite in order to draw attention to his skill as a tarot reader. I'm not a hating ass bitch. I don't have a fucking ego. I'm not territorial. I'm not competitive because the only motherfucker I'm competing with is me. Like I'm doing me in this motherfucker. I'm not threatened by what nobody else fucking got. That's why it's nothing for me to support everybody in this bitch, whether it's Tasha, whether it's Sean David Wade. Sean David Wade broke the motherfucking news about R. Kelly's fucking the girl who was in the tape or whatever. And that's who I was watching, which inspired my content. So as soon as I went live, I said, look, I got this from Sean David Wade, baby. I was in his motherfucking stream. He broke the goddamn tea. He broke the motherfucking news. Go over and support Sean David Wade. Boom. Like, it's not a difficult thing to do. I just don't have none of that ugly shit up in me.
And don't let no one change who you are. Yeah. Don't let no one change who you are because that's why you get blessings. You know?
You're right about that.
Keep being you.
You're right about that, boo. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, love.
That's all I have to say.
Okay, boo. Thanks for that. Big Mama, welcome to the platform, love. Your thoughts on the night, boo?
Thank you, honey. I just wanted to say that I thought you handled things very well. I went over there because you sent us over there. And of course, I'm an LRLer and a CTV conscious crew person. So I knew that some of the stuff was, just colorful talk. I knew that none of it was, I didn't indulge in any of it, So just keep being you, baby, and keep signing.
Babes, I appreciate that, love, and that's all that I'm going to continue to do.
Yeah, you know I love you. You know that.
I know. I love you too, Big Mama.
I love you some Larry too.
All right, babe. My boo,
Okay.
TV, what's going on? Look, tell me your honest thoughts. I want your honest, unadulterated thoughts. I'm gonna continue to drop the motherfucking link. For those of you who got something to say, come up here and say it. TV, what's good?
You already don't get my own offensive opinion. Oh my god! First of all, I missed what you said to go over to Armand's channel, but I would have done that anyways because I respect Armand as an LGBTQ creator and what the work he's put in for the community. But I can't stand him. I can't stand a man that talks about black women, so I'm not gonna do it. First and foremost, that's my opinion, not consciousness. Quite frankly, I mean, Tasha and Storm's issues gonna forever be an issue because they can't talk as adults. As pertaining to you, I agree with the young lady above me. Yeah, these hoes think they can just come for you, and I think they forget that they haven't seen you going the fuck off because you are very intellectual, you're very intelligent, you are very fine. Bitch. These hoes can't tell you shit. So
they find out you have a dick,
Okay, period. But seriously though, I think that they do take advantage because you are very calm and collected. I said plenty of times, bitch, I don't know how you have the patience, because girl, I would have cussed the bitch out 5 minutes ago. But that's only because I've seen, over the past couple of years of just like watching the streets but not being in the streets, that when the streets is dry and there's no celebrity gossip going on, the only way they got caught is beefing with each other. And this is not the beef sector, this is the celebrity gossip sector. I might not say Wiley for shit, but I give Wiley respect when he came from that sector and was able to go at it. These hoes don't really know how to go at it. And for him and for Armand to, I guess what they just said in the chat, I wasn't there. This minty mentor shit, Armand, you're still mad at Tasha and y'all take your ass in, sweetie. You gonna ever be mad about that? So I feel like they're all the same person. Armand, Tasha, Wiley, Storm, they're all the same person. Once you dissect them left and right, they all do what? Make content, cause beef, and then they make up and do it all over again. And that's why I said, for me as a content creator, I pray to God I don't be one of the bitches that eventually turns into that, because that's not authentic. And for you not to be monetized and how authentic you are as a creator, these don't need to take a page out of your book. Shout out to Larry though, because as a grown ass man who's in the church, Larry, look at those shade, bitch. Oh, look at those motherfucking shade, honey. Can't tell that man a goddamn thing, but conscious, baby boy, please keep doing what you're doing, because these hoes can't stand next to you on period.
Thank you, Look, y'all see me. All I do is be over here doing y'all. That's all I be over here doing, is doing y'all. Like, we be over here 10 hours, 7 hours, all day, multiple times a day, all week. We be busting it down. So when old girl caught me to the platform, like, when Tasha asked me, you ain't see my live? Do you not see my lives? Do you not see how fucking long I'm serving my folk up? Do you not see how long that I'm present on my own shit? Why would you believe that I done seen your shit? Like, when Chelsea said, I feel away because it seemed like you don't check Storm, because when he made that video, why are you under the impression that I done seen his motherfucking video? You done been over here any 7, 6, 5 hour long motherfucking lives. You know that I don't have time for none of y'all. So what's good? You know that I don't have time for none of y'all. The numerical digits on my live streams, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, prove that I'm not paying none of y'all any attention. So why would you even ask me, have I seen this live and seen that live and seen his live? No, I haven't. I've only seen my live. That's the live I've seen.
Period. And my thing is, Tasha, why you calling our conscious on the phone? Oh, girl, pick up the line, sweetie.
No, because I heard that she had a lot of shit to say. Once she asked me to get a safe distance, at a safe distance.
Girl, I'm safe distance.
Yeah, well, she had asked Chelsea to drop me, and I got at a safe distance. I heard she had a lot of things to say. I just don't know why she didn't say those things when I was there. I mean, I don't know who the fuck I'd be scared of if I was a motherfucker with 1 million subscribers. I don't know whose face I couldn't speak to if I was at 1 million subscribers. I'm just trying to figure out why that I have to be dropped and then be at a safe distance before shit could get gully.
And my other thing is, if a lot of this stuff that these people on YouTube do is just for face value, because at the end of the day, and they realize they're not like this, why do y'all not act like yourselves on y'all platforms? Because I swear to God, I always say Tasha's really, really nice, and Tasha a really cool person. I'm not gonna take that from her, because I bet, honestly, you met Tasha person, I bet she the realest bitch in the motherfucker. Yeah, you gonna have a lunch and everything. But I don't know her from a can of paint. I'm just saying if she the type of person. But
I have been so supportive of Tasha K in the past. You know, like I reference this woman's content. I remember when she took on Storm Monroe and she was big upping him and Storm was being successful. I like attributed her ass in my community wall, in my live streams. I've like just been like, I know Tasha K is a controversial figure, but I've always put respect on her name. I've always given her big ups about her willingness to take on content creators and to build them up the whole fucking on. When they brought me into Christmas Day weekend and all this Von Ray shit and all of that was nothing but resourceful and loving to all parties involved. All parties fucking involved. That's why they wanted me there today. That's why they wanted me there today.
So, because they wanted your energy. That's all that shit was.
Just trying to, yeah. So, you know, so, yeah. All that. But long as you just keep doing you, boo, and don't trust none of these motherfuckers on these streets, you will be able to survive YouTube too. You'll be able to survive it. Don't trust nobody. Let motherfuckers handle their own problems, and you'll be good. You'll be good. I want to let E in. Hey, boo, I know you was gonna be on your way to sleep, but you done heard something that done catapulted your ass up here. So, what's going on, love?
Hey, baby. Hey, everybody. Hey. I did not see the beginning of what caused everything. So my first time hearing everything was on Armand's platform. And I was pissed off when he started talking about the way that Chelsea and Tasha was handling you. I did not appreciate that. To be clear, I'm not a Tasha K fan. Now I have I teeter the line with Armand because sometimes I agree, sometimes I don't. So I take him in doses. I did hear what he said. It kind of went over my head though until some people on the panel mentioned about the whole Minty comment. That part went over my head as shade. So I didn't catch that in the beginning. But my main thing, I just wanted to say, I'm just so proud and happy that you have taken the position that you have let all the bitches involved have it, let them know where they stand. Why I can't say that?
I mean, you can't be yelling. Look, it's your mic, honey. It's your party. What to do?
Yeah, because I did not like when I came over to the platform and I saw Chelsea in the chat trying to mediate, and then Tasha calling you in the background. I felt like that was complete bullshit. I mean, bring your ass up here. The same way that you did that for everybody to see, you bring your ass over here and you apologize publicly, because I don't think you should go back to their platform where they control and they can drop you and this, that, and the third. Make them bring their ass over here. Yeah. Since they're calling you and since they're watching, come on over here, right?
Yeah.
But that was all I had to say. I have to be to work at 8:00 in the morning. I hope y'all have a good night, and please, when you talk to those bitches, make them apologize. Good fashion.
Oh God. All right, boo. I appreciate you, love. Have a good night. Oh, Red, you there, boo? I think you had some feedback in your phone earlier.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so first of all, let me get my shout out before I get to the fuck shit. I love you. I watch you. I'm tuned in all the time. I'm the type of person that listen, but I'm sick of these hoes. Okay. I was over on the live with Chelsea. Chelsea was right on the bandwagon with motherfucking Tasha K. She did not take your back. Tasha K was running her motherfucking live. Tasha was telling her to be quiet on her shit. So Chelsea didn't have your motherfucking back. So please don't even believe that hype. If she ever tried to come at you talking about she did, she lied through her teeth. Second of all, Armand, yeah, he was drunk. He be feeling himself and he drunk. I take him in doses, just like the other young lady said. Sometimes I agree with some of his stuff and sometimes I don't. Tasha K, I just don't know. Oh Jesus. She wonder why she's already in a $3.8 million lawsuit and she still haven't learned. I don't know what it's honestly going to take for her to understand and learn. The child just needs some help. She just needs some help. That's why you had to move from Georgia to Florida. Where you gonna move after Florida? Because somebody gonna run your ass out of Florida. You keep running your mouth. Somebody is gonna catch you. I don't understand why she feel like she's untouchable. You just can't keep coming for people and keep coming for people.
She got kids to raise, so let's knock on wood. Let's hope nothing physically.
No, I'm not saying I want something to happen to her. I want her to understand that if you keep messing with people, you know, it's not gonna end well. Not saying it's gonna, you know, somebody gonna kill her, but somebody gonna reach out and touch her.
It's already not ending well if you look at everything that keeps playing out. I mean,
because I used to be a whiner. I ain't gonna lie. I used to like her in the beginning, but she threw me off when she got to, you know, messing with Jaguar Wright. And I saw how manipulative she was. And so I just stopped, you know, I unsubscribed and all this. And this when all this debacle just started unraveling. And I'm like, dude, I thought we were, I don't know how YouTube end up being something that people in the hood do. YouTube done turned into the hood. Like teenagers do this shit in the hood. I don't know, but that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to let you know I listened to that live, even though I don't like Chelsea. I didn't like her from the get go.
What I can't say about Chelsea is that, like, when I was in my live, she was in my comment section in the first live, and she was like, "We love you."
Exactly. And as soon as after that, I went to her live. And she didn't take up for you. She joined right in.
And I was about to say that we respect you. We're sorry. We love you is an action, not a proclamation. So where was the action? Where was the substance of those words?
No, she full of shit, just like her mentor.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry.
Can I say something?
Sorry, I'm just sick of them. Yes, I'm sorry.
She just brought something to my brain real quick. You know, when you mentioned the whole lawsuit, you know, that she lost against Cardi and all of that, like Tasha, really something is wrong with her because, you know what I'm saying, even though, you know, I don't see it happening, Larry could literally sue you for defamation. Like you haven't learned anything from your previous litigation case. Like you still out here just running your mouth with falsified information. Like something is wrong with Tasha.
Like, dude, you a 40-year-old woman with children. You need to chill. You don't want nobody to come and attack your kids because of what you're doing. You need to chill. Like, she just needs to chill. For real.
Need to put that damn bottle down. But I'm going back.
She drink too much wine. You right.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I can't stand her. I used to like her. I can't stand her.
No, this is a shit show. And, you know, I do feel bad for Storm because the reality is Storm was thrown in the middle of something that had nothing to do with him. He was just a lonely nigga in Atlanta, moving out of his current home into a more luxurious space. And Chelsea chose a nigga, and Tasha K helped her to take care of that nigga by asking Storm to allow the nigga to live at the house he was moving out of. And all Storm did was just be a nigga and create a friendship with a nigga who was right down the hall with him. And then when shit hit the fan between Chelsea and Vaughn, then they threw Storm ass in the middle of it and gave him ultimatums and bent his wrist all up and behind his fucking back, and then got mad at him for being mad at them for bending his wrist about something that he had nothing to do with to begin with. His situation, his relationship to Vaughn's relationship to Chelsea, ain't had shit to do with Storm. It's nothing to do with Storm.
They like to pull y'all in because they like to pull you in because you are very, you know, unbiased, and they know that they're gonna get a level of support from you, so they can use that and run with it. They full of shit. They just some users. I be sitting back observing like this some whole fuck shit. I feel like I'm back in Chicago and on the west side in the hood. This shit is crazy.
Let me tell you something, you know, and I don't know if certain things are ever going to to come from behind the curtain, but there's a deeper reason why Storm is really upset. And it's even now with everything that's happened, even now with all the live streams, Christmas weekend, January bullshit, the protective orders, this, that, the third, even with all that, people still being protected. Even right now, people are being protected. Listen, Linda. People, even right now, even after everything motherfuckers done said about each other, even after all the dragulations, even after all the, there are motherfuckers still being protected, even right now.
I believe it. I believe it. Hell, he lived with her. I believe it.
Look, and I'm just like, look, please don't be the hand that rock the cradle, y'all. Like maybe 6 months done blurred they memory of shit. I don't know if they done forgot about. Just look. It's better to be an ally with me than not.
Right. Maybe
it's better to be on my good side than not.
Right. I'm still holding stuff from kindergarten. I get you.
No, maybe they poke the bear for content. Like they act like they like conscious for real, whether it's pop culture or not. You are a true content creator. You know what I'm saying? You can pick any topic and bring it to the platform, and we could be on this son of a bitch for 10 hours. We've done it several times. They clearly
that was a long one. I say, goodness, I spent the whole day. I done did all types of stuff. Drove. I was still on the live listening to content.
The baby, I done made love to the husband, honey. I done cooked, clean, did a third shift.
Yes.
Rotated tires, plant a rose garden, done did it all. Yeah.
That's how you know you're a great content creator. A person can sit here and listen to you and do all of this and still listen to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I just wanted to open up the live stream and let y'all sound off on tonight.
I'm gonna drop down so I can listen to you regularly.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Conscious. Love you. I'm finna go back in hiding.
I love y'all too.
Right. Bye.
Now, Reckless, I know you didn't see a lot, girl, but I mean, I don't know, like, what's going on? What's tea?
You know, a lot of times I like to take I like to have an educated background before I talk on a lot of things. But I've seen here and there. Now, keep in mind what I'm about to say may change, but however, what I'm about to say may not change. Basically, from what I've seen so far, and keep in mind, I'm gonna stick to my roots. I'm gonna have the same conversation I have with you behind the scenes. I'm not a big fan of Tasha. I'm not a big fan of Tasha. I like Chelsea personally, from the interactions I've had with her personally. But I'm not a big fan of Tasha. From what I've heard so far, it may change. What I've heard so far, what I've seen so far, is that she has gotten information. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. She has gotten information that wasn't 100% accurate, but she was trying to use it as leverage. Is that correct?
About Larry?
In general, because I'm for me, I like to have an educated response.
I'm sorry, some big nigga was texting me. So can you kind of reiterate what you said? I kind of got a little distracted.
But I'm the one messing up the nuclear. Okay, got you. All righty. Okay, so what I was saying is that I'm gonna stick to my guns. So what I understand and for what I've seen so far is that Tasha thought she had some accurate information, didn't know that there were pieces missing, and I'm assuming that she tried to use it as some type of leverage or say something that was out of pocket.
Yeah, so that, I mean, yeah, you got it. Yeah, she was under the strong impression that she had all her facts together, not knowing that she, in fact, of course, did not. And she got humbled in my presence and couldn't take it and asked Chelsea to take me down, which she did not. But I chose to not put Chelsea in that position by just in my exit because I didn't want to be there to begin with, which is why they had to flood my goddamn live stream and everything to get my ass over there because I was over here minding my business like I wanted to do. And and then it became a crying fest on Chelsea channel. People were saying she was over there crying to Larry Reid just like she did doing the Christmas shit or doing the Jason Lee shit when she had them gave text messages that Armand entrusted in Larry, and Larry had got permission from Armand to share those text messages with Tasha, but Tasha did not ask Larry because she shared those things with Wiley, who she also knew was an open enemy to Armand. So, and she went on a crying fest then to clean all of that up. It's always the tears. It's always the react now. Let me say sorry later instead of being a grown ass in the moment, instead of being aware and being conscious, embodying your shit in the moment.
Okay, so let me just say this. Okay, so Conscious, you already know I'm not a big fan of Tasha. I'm not a big fan of Tasha only because I see through her bullshit personally. Like you said, the thing that I personally
Larry knows me inside and out, baby. And guess what? Larry don't tell. Look, Tasha, when you was over there trying to figure out why Larry loves me, based upon everything that I told you tonight about why people don't even tell you factual information, I just want you to remember that part. I just want you to remember that people are giving you safe information. They're not divulging what you need to know, okay? Not what you want to know, because you can't be trusted, okay? So I just want you to remember, when you're speaking to people and they have to speak to you back, I just want you to remember, baby, that you're getting a very edited version out of everybody's mouth who's speaking to you, okay? Okay. Okay. Just keep that in your psyche. Okay. Just remember, nobody actually trusts you. Therefore, the information divulged to you is always going to be a very refined and edited and a very safe version of the information. Okay, everybody around you, Tasha, is operating with intent. Okay, nobody's unaware. Nobody's unaware. Okay, Larry knows what he's doing in every way, shape, or form, including the way he's navigating social media and people he meet through social media. I think what actually Tasha is pressed about is Larry has in me what she wanted in Storm. Larry accomplished something in me that she hasn't been able to accomplish in anybody else that's been under her wing. Larry has been able to actually be a mentor and actually be a friend and actually have, solidarity and all of his interpersonal relationships. So when she was really asking that, she was really asking Samson, what's the secret? What's the secret? Baby, it's in the hair. Secret's in the hair. Well, Larry's bald, so it's in the scalp. It's in the scalp. Ooh, okay? Man. She was really asking Samson, how are you doing it? You know how he's doing it? By not being Tasha K. That's how he's doing it. Yeah. Now, what you were saying.
Okay, so what I was saying is that just to kind of piggyback on what you were saying, just right here, right now, is that all in all, Tasha, they're treating you like your brand. If your brand is about exposing, exclusive this, exclusive that, then just be very mindful. I'm pretty sure you know this, but be very mindful that people close to you, especially celebrities or people with a status or clout, they're going to be very careful about the information that they do disclose to you because they don't want to be part of the expose and they don't want to be part of the fuck shit. And yeah, so that's all in that. Now, I will say this, the reason why I was never really a big fan of Tasha personally, and I've always been vocal about this, is because simple fact of for me personally, I've always seen the manipulative tactics that she utilizes. When it came down to the interaction with her and Cardi B. Now I do understand Cardi B's no angel. I understand that Cardi B is furthest thing from the Most High. I completely understand that. But however, the thing that I paid attention to is that how Tasha would weaponize the Black women movement and use that as a dog whistle to get different demographics of black women to be behind her. She would play dumb, as in I never did this, and then she would work on semantics, as in I never said this, but knowing damn well what was the intention, and plus knowing damn well what she said. And then on top of that, I pay attention to a lot of things, as in when people watch videos, as in when I watch videos. When she gave her video for, I guess, her response to her having to pay the money or whatever. I forgot which video it was. She was in all white, and the manipulative tactics. Keep in mind, my job, my previous job, former job, I was working in marketing. So they taught us a lot about body language, what to do, the tonality in your voice. So I pay attention to those things. So with her being on a live, talking about Cardi B, using black women as dog whistles to trigger up MK Ultra within a demographic of black women, then not only that, you're wearing all white from a metaphysical standpoint, meaning that which represents purification. Then not only that,
witchcraft and appealing,
and then not only that, you have the light, whatever light that you have above your head, and then when you look up, it looks like you're looking into the heavens. Those are all manipulative tactics to convey a certain mood. It's a manipulative tactic to allow the audience to feel the sincerity. Not that she is sincere. Now that's for her. That's between her and the Lord. It's very performative. Yes. And I always seen through it, because it was like, okay, I understand, Cardi B's not innocent. But however, you're not gonna act like you're completely innocent. Like, even when Armand was literally on here saying things like, because I actually followed that story, said things like, the reason why you and Cardi B got into it is because she didn't want to do an interview. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's literally what happened. That never happened. Yes, it did. That's the reason why y'all got into it. But however, I digress. So I've been seeing her for her works and her manipulative tactics. I will say this, and I'm gonna have my bitch Conscious back. He's always been supportive of Tasha, even when I was dogging your ass out in the background. I wasn't a big fan of you. He most definitely stayed quiet. I was not a big fan of her, but however, he still rock with you. He still fuck with you. Now when it comes down to Chelsea, honestly, Chelsea, I haven't seen anything so far because I don't know the ins and outs. I still like Chelsea based on what I see so far.
You feel like I've been equally supportive of Chelsea, because Chelsea thought that I was being biased towards Storm, and that I should have checked Storm and all of this and blah 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 blah, and she let her boss disparage me right next to her. She never intervened.
I think okay. I'm about to call a spade because I think that's a very hypocritical statement, Chelsea. I don't want to go there, but I'm about to go there. Chelsea, I love you dearly, but I think that's a very hypocritical statement about being biased and always trying to, trying to find out different ways and different tactics to, make someone feel bad. Because let's be very clear, you're not so much of a saint as well, too. Reason being is because when certain situations happen, you were also making calls behind the scenes to try to get other people to speak for you and allowing yourself to speak for yourself. So it's the manipulative tactics that also come into effect. You get what I'm saying? And I still love you, Chelsea, but I gotta have to call a spade a spade. You can't sit there and say he was being biased, talking about he should have checked. But however, it's a plethora of times that you should have been checked, but however, he didn't do that. And
not publicly anyway.
Yes. Yeah. And then on top of that, a relationship, either that's platonic or you're actually having sexual or you actually having sex with the person, the relationship is between two people. It's not between this person, that person, and an audience. Now, the reason why typically it usually happens in front of an audience is because of the simple fact of, like Conscious said earlier, especially when people get behind the scenes and their character might be a little sketchy and they have a tendency of using semantics and also upfront lying, allegedly. people have no way of documenting those things. And especially if you even go so far to record the conversation, people are going to start looking at the person recording crazy. So it's a safer route if you're dealing with somebody that you don't know, their character is sketchy, their brand speaks for itself for exposing and also having interviews to look at people crazy, whether the information is false or correct, even though you're supposed to be a journalist and you're supposed to check those things out, but I digress. But of course, do it on my platform. So if anything go crazy, if anything is, allegedly, but if anything is out of line, if I say something out of line, if you say something out of line, it's all recorded and everybody can always run the footage back. So and keep in mind, everything's not supposed to be in front of people. Like, that's the thing. And keep in mind too, is a lot of times that you guys had your conversation. When I say you guys, Conscious and Chelsea, it was behind the scenes. And guess what? I talk to Conscious all the time. I didn't even know about it.
Period.
And so vice versa. Same way when he talked to Storm, I talk to Conscious all the time. I didn't even know about it.
Period.
So I'm just saying.
Period. And you know what? Since everybody's so sorry, I'ma see if a sorry motherfucker hit the link. Since everybody's so sorry, the link is in the chat for a sorry motherfucker who want to come up. Any sorry ass motherfucker, there's the link. I'm gonna jump on sorry motherfucker. There it is, boo. Hey, Hear Her TV.
You know what I forgot to say? You see how Tasha came out and tried to expose something that wasn't even true about the $8,000 that was raised? Why don't people ask Tasha K what happened to the money that they donated to send to Florida?
Oh,
do you no, serious. She's worried about that. What about the Floridians' money? Did the people get their money back? Because she surely didn't send it to Florida. Mm-hmm. Yep. Tasha, if you in the building, where's the Floridians' money? That's all I gotta say.
Lord, thank you again.
I sent you an email, Conscious.
Okay, boo. I'll check if I go to bed, babes. Yeah, girl. I wanted to say this too. There was like there's always kind of like been this fodder about I don't know, like for some reason, I guess because Tasha K is hated, that anybody who has any type of like anybody who's able to give her any type of roses and accolade for some reason gets narrated as somebody who wants something from her. I'm a mature person. I'm able to, because I've called Tasha K out in the past. I've done videos on Tasha K before she even hit my panel over Christmas weekend, and we got acquainted and started building a rapport. And the only type of relationships that I can build are ones where I can tell the truth in. If I have to, shuck and jive and tap dance around your ass, you got to go, because I just can't facilitate that. So you got to be able to understand that I love you, but in that love and in that respect, I also am going to call your ass to the fucking carpet if need be, because they go hand in hand. So all this narration that, these people want something from Tasha K. Tasha K don't have nothing for me to want from her. What she gave to me, which was her presence, I didn't even ask for. Like, I'm a receiver, boo. Like, the Christmas gifts are already under the tree before I wake up in the morning. Like, the fuck? Like, the only people who actually wanted something from her were the people who've been crying and yelling and weeping for years about what she didn't give to them. I didn't have to ask for her, because once again, I'm a kept bitch. Okay? Big dot, big wig, big muscle. Okay? I'm the center of motherfucking gravity. The universe revolves around me. I suction that shit into me. I don't go revolving around other stars and suns. So there was nothing to lose because there was just nothing to lose. There was nothing to lose, baby. CTV has been growing and making coin, baby, and fucking and feeding and content. I mean, I fuck, I feed, I content create. I mean, it's just my God-given fabulous lifestyle. Hey, you know.
Yeah, tell me back at I get home. I'm back now. Hi.
Oh, you back. Yeah, so I don't know. This was eye-opening, but this was necessary. Like, trust and believe. This was necessary. It's the reason why the universe wanted to sweep this shit up and pour bleach on this situation tonight. It's the reason why the universe wanted to galvanize all of the variables together to allow people's faces to really be shown, allow people's motives to be shown, to allow people's hands to be shown. You know, the universe always does that. Snatch the wig back. Okay? And I the fuck appreciate it. I appreciate it. So, as it relates to Storm, if there was anybody in the situation who was actually innocent, it was Storm. It was Storm. If anybody deserves an apology, it's Storm. If anybody who has a right to be upset and angry at anything, it's Storm. It's Storm. It's Storm. And I encourage Storm to continue to walk away. Walk away. Look at this shit like Sodom and Gomorrah and continue, like, don't even look back, baby. Keep on moving down the motherfucking road. Because it was a blessing for you to be separated from this shit. Because that's also why it happened to Storm. Mm-hmm. The truth always has to come to the light. Who it is, what it is, how it is, the nature of it always got to protrude through and into the physical dimension. And it did so. Baby, history was made. History was laid. Keep on pressing motherfucking forward. Keep on pressing forward. Do y'all have any? Now, everybody, I just realized that you like really just dragged this court situation logic. I realized that you just really just like went in on our whole like litigation with Cardi B situation, bro.
No, I'm okay. Well, I don't know if I dragged it. I thought just speaking the truth because that's what I observed.
It's the truth. I mean, it was the truth, bro, but that's why it was the drag, honey.
No, because like these are the things. Like I know a lot of times.
That's all that they all could say. A Real Talk TV. Real Talk says Storm wrote in your chat that you gave him good advice. That's all that any of them can say. That's all that any of them can say. It can be proven that that's all that CTV ever contributed to the situation on period.
But here's the thing, like, but I know a lot of times, I know I talk a lot on here, but however, a lot of times there's a lot of things I don't say. And that was just like a little insight of what the things that I pay attention to. These are the things I pay attention to. These are the reasons why. These are indicators that let me know, for me in particular, lets me know, okay, this person, I don't know if I want to hang with this person, or I'm not really too on with this person, or I see a couple of red flags with this person. Like, and someone did mention, I think it was, you did mention and say that out off the app, off of YouTube, off the internet, Tasha's probably cool as fuck. And that's 100% awesome. But however, for me personally, that's more of an issue. That's more of an issue. Because the reason why that's an issue for me in particular, however, what my personal feelings does not reflect Conscious, anybody else, and Tasha does not have to give a fuck. Because keep in mind, I'm a smaller YouTuber, so she don't give a fuck anyway. But however, reason why that is a big issue is because simple fact of you're letting me know that if that price tag is right, if that money that's flowing in is right, you're willing to go the extra mile.
Oh,
and not in a good way. Because the thing is that what you're telling me, if this is the case that she's very cool in person and she's completely different in person, keep in mind I never met her. But if this is the fact, then that lets me know that you're not to be trusted. And that lets me know that you're willing to you're not being your authentic self.
Now,
And you're willing to be jailed behind a false self. And you know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? Because I was literally watching one of the I think it was like the first couple times I was on your channel, Conscious, actually premiered on your channel, even though I was talking long before that. And remember the gentleman's panel and remember the YouTube edition. And I remember me distinctively saying, when it comes down to YouTubers, a lot of times too, we may fall in love with a false image. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of people love Tasha. This is my personal opinion. This is my observation. It's a theory, not a fact, y'all. But reason why people love Tasha is because she roasts, she gags, and she has the entertainment factor. But however, it's a problem when you can roast, you can gag, and you have the entertainment factor, but people always have to second guess and fact check your work. You want to have exclusives, but however, with those exclusives also come lawsuits. You want to roast, you want to gag, but however, we do have to check your homework a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, I don't want to say even backpedal, you double down on the stuff that you know is wrong. And even if you allow her to speak, and these are things I pay attention to, even when you allow her to speak, her semantics, it lets you know that she was like, yeah, I was wrong, but I'm not going to admit that. Do you not know with your brand, if you are in the media and if you are a journalist, I'm going to say for me personally, once again, this is a personal reflection. This is a personal opinion, does not reflect anybody on this panel. I would respect you more if you would came up, you know what, I was wrong, I got false information, yada yada yada. That would have made your journalistic, your journalistic forgive me, y'all, I'm just waking up. Would have just skyrocketed. They're like, okay, hold up. I like Tasha. Tasha gonna be real about it. You know, Tasha gonna let it be known. Okay, I like that. She came back, let us know that the story wasn't real. But however, we can't do that. So that's it.
But she's never done that though. She's never been honest. Like now, again, that example I used earlier was literally an example. I've never met Tasha or Tasha at all. Only person on YouTube outside of Conscious I think I've talked to directly is Nick at Night. That's the only person so far on YouTube I've talked to that is like that in real life. Everybody else I do not know. But you made a great point, Reckless. Yeah, she's never doubled down and been like, hey, I was wrong. You know, I think after her Cardi B got to it, she lost the case originally. And when she was like, yeah, I probably said a couple things that were right, but I mean, I'm still gonna fight her though over it. But again, you got the million subscribers off of you bullshitting all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So you never gonna know.
I'm sorry, because for me, I have to use the Cardi B thing only because of the simple fact of that's the most recent and the big situation that was going on, so people be able to make sure they can go reference that.
Right.
I'm not paying attention to everything that a person says. It's the action that's also associated with what you're claiming your character to be. And also I'm taking into account your brand. I'm taking into account how you act when you're upset. I'm taking into account how you operate, because even with all of that, all of a sudden you started to link up with Nicki Minaj just because Cardi B did not give you an interview. And she doesn't have to give you an interview. Especially when you brought a particular person on your platform. And now when you're being held accountable, depending upon what the laws are, depending upon the state or whatever, because sometimes they can hold the entity responsible. Sometimes they can hold the person on the platform responsible, or both. But however, the thing is that you started to act different, and you started to for me, this is what I thought, personal opinion, once again. Mm-hmm. This is when I thought, and I started to realize that now you're trying to make it extremely personal, because now you're talking about trying to use dog whistles for quote unquote black women. Now you're starting to align yourself with Nicki Minaj. Now, if who reached out to who, I do not have that information. Now you're starting to make multiple videos on this girl, and then trying to do the whole, I'm just reporting the news. it's stuff like that I pay attention to. And even then, even early in her career, when she got into it with Malibu Dollface and Lovely T, that long live. And this when I first got on YouTube, I was like, oh, who are these? Okay, I like this.
Oh,
And I started to actually hear the low-key homophobic rhetoric that was coming out. I was like, oh, okay, I see you for who you are. I'm good on you. So these are the things I pay attention to. That's it.
the only time I recognized Tasha was full of crap was when you brought Lovely T. I was gonna get into that too, because I saw all at the same time. Lovely T, Tasha K, Tita, all them all at the same time. The only reason I realized Tasha was full of shit was because you would have a Lovely T or a Daytime Tita or Nick at Night do the same content. Like, oh, I don't think Tasha sent those receipts. Oh, got it. All right, next case. So yeah, that's all I had to add to that. My bad. Knockout?
Wow.
Hey, knockout.
Yo.
Hey, knockout.
What up? What up? What up?
Going on.
Man, well, I was sitting here enjoying some Oreos, looking at recipes and shit. And last time I saw you going live was with one of your subs, I believe. Chocolate. And I seen you on the phone, and I was like, either something's going on, or CTV is just like straight up just having something, you know what I'm saying? Like he's on the phone for a reason, right? And then, you know, I see I see the next live, and I'm like, damn, the hell's going on? So yeah, so I'm assuming all your Christmas stuff is starting to come out now. Like, I mean, what is it? What
I don't have anything coming out. I'm living my best motherfucking life, and this bitch prepping for vacation next week. I'll be in the Philly for a week, living my best goddamn life, doing me. And these people got 7-year-old Christmas drama going on. Like, these are Christmas presents that's still under their motherfucking Christmas tree. Like, and you know, at this point, I recommend professional help. Professional help. I recommend it strongly. Professional help. Yeah.
Damn.
Arrested development, you know, requires professional help. You know, intellectual rendering requires professional assistance. So it's is in the hands of the state for me.
Yeah. I mean, shit. That's it seems pretty heavy because look, I think for you to get turned up, it's like something has to happen, right?
I got turned up because I have nothing to do with this shit, and when I was a part of this shit, I was nothing but good to the shit I was brought into.
Right.
And so not only do I not appreciate irrelevant shit, trying to resurrect and be relevant because motherfuckers are bored and people don't have fucking content and motherfuckers are just sitting around twiddling their motherfucking fingers in their pain body, wanting to stir the shit to keep themselves entertained. Then I get asked to be brought into like some bullshit and then be like disrespected and to be questioned. I don't answer to none of these motherfuckers, okay? I didn't know where Chelsea got her ass off thinking that she can question me about if I check Storm, do I check Storm? It's none of your motherfucking business what I do and don't do with Storm. And it's your motherfucking relationship to be tied to or to fucking observe. I don't know who the fuck Tasha K thought the fuck she was talking to me about my mentor's business. Bitch, you don't know my mentor at all in all actuality, and you damn sure don't know him better than I do. And I actually covered this litigation that she was referring to. I actually covered it. Like, there's a whole playlist on my platform. Like, that's the tea. I don't know why you thought you would think that anything that comes out of my mouth would be nothing short of the unadulterated truth. But then she got her ass handed to her. And then Larry had to come up and double down on the fact that, yeah, you're wrong. You ain't know what the fuck you were talking about. And you got so pressed because CTV was trumping your ass in truth that you was willing to fucking so-called expose me. What's that about? And then the crying spell ensued.
Yeah, see that to me is what's crazy. Is that you know? Are you breathing? Are you okay? What's going on with you?
Oh, no. My bad. I was on mute. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea, I see you calling you just like your boss. You can hit the link. Whatever y'all got to say to me, y'all can hit the StreamYard link and say it because y'all said everything y'all did say already publicly, and whatever you want to say further, you want to say.
Nah, Chelsea. So Chelsea was on her platform going off on you, basically. Well, not going off on you, but like about you.
They said that Chelsea was dragging a bitch toward the end of the live. They say that, but what we know factually that happened is that she damn sure didn't defend the bitch. She damn sure didn't defend the bitch. She damn sure didn't come to my aid. She damn sure didn't tell people how I kept Vonre off her ass. She didn't tell nobody how I kept all the secrets. She didn't tell. She ain't tell none of that. She ain't remind Tasha that she gonna have to slap some motherfucking respect on my name. And if she want to do that, she can go drag me on her backup channel, but not drag me in her presence because I've been good and loyal to Chelsea.
Wow. Yeah, I think that should be a public thing. I don't think it should be a let's try to have it.
Private thing. Any of you motherfuckers trying to get in contact with me privately, it'll never happen. So whatever you're going to make right, you're going to make right publicly. Whatever you're going to make right, you're going to make right at the scene of the homicide, at the scene of the crime, is where you're going to stand in solidarity and approach the podium at. Stop calling my fucking phone. Stop fucking texting me and hit the motherfucking StreamYard link and say what the fuck you need to say.
Yeah, I think if you're a woman or man enough to say something on your platform or behind somebody's back,
I know why none of them don't want to have a conversation publicly because they don't know how hard I'm going to go publicly. They want to be able to vet my reaction and where I'm going to go. They think I'm going to go into some shit they don't want to be gone into. They think that when they engage this conversation that I'm going to open up the vaults that they don't want open. They think that I'm going to talk about the things that they don't want me to talk about. So they'd rather try to amend privately where they can see just how mad I am. And if I'm so mad that I'm willing to go into those things they don't want me to go into, rather than take a chance to hit the link publicly and watch me spaz the fuck out. And then, it'd be a whole nother level of shit show. So they're trying to read the room right now. And the room is called StreamYard.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
The name of the room is StreamYard.
That's what I would want. But I mean, why is it that they?
Because if it was that much to fear, if it was that much to be concerned for, that's what should have kept a motherfucking mouth closed to begin with. That's what should have kept the respect on my motherfucking name to begin with.
But how did you even come up though? That's my thing. It's like, what did you even?
I was, like you said, I was minding my business as we all see that I do. Minding my business on my platform. You know what? Hold on. Like LeVar Burton, you ain't gotta take my word for it. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you the severity of the business I was minding. Let me show you how deep off into the minding of my business I was. Let me just show you how committed to the business that pays me I was in. Okay. Let me pull up my earlier live stream. Where is Miss here it is, girl. Okay, let me share my screen here. Just take a look at this, you guys. Okay, and Not Media says, but how does CTV even get up in here, girl? I guess Olga feeling the same way, girl. How did I get here? What had happened, y'all? Oh, this the wrong motherfucking thing. Oh no, this ain't it, girl. A bitch looking cute. Okay, so this is where I was at the time that hell was being rose on the other side of YouTube. I was at that time in Black Visionary Chocolate Earth Foundation talks building Black and making Black dollars. Okay, let me tell you what started to happen. Let me tell you. Let's just do this here, bruh. Hold on. Let me just show you what happened. Let me show you. I'm over here having a whole conversation, girl, with a Black visionary girl about buying property, microgreening, micro braiding, girl, growing broccoli and shit. Just over here. Just in my natural holistic shit. Okay. How doing? Let's do it. How doing, bruh? Okay, hold on, let me scroll up because I don't even know what these folk were. What's on? This is outdoors. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hold on. What's on? Boom. Okay, here it is, girl. Okay, so I'm in here with Chocolate Earth Girl. Do y'all see this? Right here. Let's scroll up here. Let's scroll up here. I am minding my business, okay? Minding my business. It's just D. Hey, CTV, Chelsea looking for you. She's live too. I'm minding my business. Rob comes in. Chelsea Alana saying, CTV, please call her. While I'm literally minding my business. While I'm minding the business that pays me, I am live with somebody who's actually doing something with their life. And I'm being begged to come over and drudge up 7-month-old fucking bullshit. Let's keep scrolling. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. People even know they're wrong. It's just he says, I knew CTV was going to drag us for coming, LOL. Okay, they're in this bitch. Okay, I comment right here. I said, tell Chelsea I got her! Exclamation point. I'm going to go live after this and I will bring her on. Okay? All right. Okay, then DR comes in. Chelsea wants you on her live. I'm literally minding my fucking business. So, Knockout Media, I have no idea why I'm relevant to this shit. I have no idea why my name is being called. I have no fucking idea. What? I couldn't even tell you, bro. I couldn't even fucking tell you. What?
Can I tell you? Because I went and watched the live. Can you hear me?
Yes, boo, I can hear you.
I went and watched the live. Chelsea went live while you were live. She told the people that was in her chat to come over here to the platform and tell you to get off of your live for about a half an hour.
You done lost her random ass motherfucking mind.
Anybody can go and see it. It's still up there. She said for you to get off the live for about a half an hour. She wanted to just ask you some questions and then you can go back to your live. They came over here because I was in the live. They came over here and was trying to get you to come off your live. You continued on. She then called you while we were live. She called. And when I was watching it, she was laughing like she knew you were live. She really thought that much of herself that you were going to end your life and come over to verify the bullshit.
And she thought that because there was a nigga over there with 1 million subscribers. See, she's used to dealing with clout chasers. She's used to dealing with people who are fishing for attention, who will do anything for a click and a view, who are just desperate and thirsty to be next to people who have resources. And she don't know that I'm the actual cool bitch on the block. Okay? I'm the bitch with 1 million subscribers. How about that? And your weight on it. Your weight on it. She thought that I was going to jump off and end my life and reschedule shit and, okay, you guys, I got... Because there was a motherfucker over there with 1 million subscribers. She really thought the clout was real. She really thought the clout. And it's sad because to her plight, there are enough thirsty motherfuckers on here who would have did just that. And unfortunately, I don't know how she began to believe that I was one of those people. I've never demonstrated that energy to none of those people. All these people know that they came to me. Monroe came to me. Wiley came to me. Tasha came to me. Chelsea came to me. Everybody came to me. Armand came to me. Everybody came to me. I never had to move and roll the dice in any direction. I was over here then minding my business. Okay? So it's and let's talk about it. That's why they was really mad. They was really mad because the things that get used to control people and the things that get used to triangulate people, that they were ineffective on me. They were upset because they got humbled by the fact that they were on my time. They were humbled by the fact that I wasn't pressed. And I was unbothered. And if I got to it, I got to it. If I pull up, I pull up. If I return your phone call, I return your phone call. And that was really where the first transgression took place at. It's the fact that I had the nerve to act like a motherfucker with 1 million subscribers was just another motherfucker on these YouTube streets. That's what the first offense was. So the offense was already in the room, baby, before I came, because motherfuckers had to wait on me. And the motherfuckers who actually think they're somebody were thinking to themselves, who the fuck does nobody think he is? So there was already the temperature was already set for my presence. That's why all it took was for me to bring up Ogre for that to trigger off the apocalypse. That's why. Because she was already ready to jump over the fence. Because I had the unmitigated gall to not rearrange my life and my circumstances and to stop what the fuck I was doing to appease a motherfucker because it's 1 million subscribers in the element.
And why choose that live?
It was the reverse. It was the reverse Uno.
Why choose a live when you're on with your one of your subscribers actually trying to build and giving her an opportunity to put out her business and what she's doing? Why, it's kind of like you said, I think it was a test and like trying to see if, since I'm over here, he has to drop everything and come over here and do what we got going on because of my reputation or my status.
Well, Tasha wasn't up there initially. But Chelsea,
knew that Tasha was coming because she had already been texting.
Yeah, I was going to say it could have been.
She had already been texting me that Tasha was coming. That's why she thought that I was really going to come, and that's why she also thought to mention Tasha. I wasn't going to pull up any quicker because a motherfucker with 1 million subscribers was in the building. I wasn't going to come no quicker, but I guess she was banking on that because once again, they're used to dealing with clout chasers. They're used to dealing with motherfuckers who are thirsty. They're used to using, this air and what Tasha has accomplished. And my God, they are an accomplishment. There has never been no mistake about that on my end. I think Tasha K is doing a goddamn thing as it relates to her brand and her business. I just want people to understand that. I just want people to understand that that only becomes more than an accolade for people who don't know who the fuck they are. Like, it's just an accolade. It's just your accomplishment. I don't move any faster because it's you in the sanctuary.
And so because you didn't move fast, now you're deemed Confusion TV.
Yeah. Because I had the nerve to humble motherfuckers today.
Wow.
I had the nerve to drag a motherfucking lawyer to a motherfucker's face. I had the nerve to tell a motherfucker that they were capping. I had the nerve to make a motherfucker wait on it. And I had the nerve to dismiss my motherfucking self. The nerve of me to dismiss myself. The nerve of Chelsea not to hit that motherfucking drop-off button, not to hit that removal button when she was asked to. The nerve of me to have this much control in the situation. The motherfucking nerve of me. Baby, Chelsea probably getting beat like a damn Hebrew slave right now because the nerve CTV had today.
Not a slave.
I'm about to be a damn slave conscious.
Both Tasha and Chelsea calling my motherfucking phone, texting me, hit the line. I don't understand. Don't be scared.
And this is what I mean when that underlying, that subtle homophobic rhetoric that I was referring to.
Well, do you think this? Look, check this out. So I don't know if it was a troll, possibly, but in your live earlier, when Larry had came on, Chelsea was in the comment section saying like, "Hey, we'll buy you new bundles and all this stuff," and I was like, I wonder if she obviously she's not meaning that, you know what I mean? Like if she's being a smartass, like then yeah, I would think that's like the underlying.
You have to duct tape your weave in your head.
Don't be
a smart ass. Don't be a smart ass. Don't motherfucking play in my face. Because I'm already this motherfucking close to hopping the fence on you motherfucking hoes. Don't play in my face.
Oh, geez.
Keep the cute shit to your face before you really get dragged in this bitch.
Yeah, see, I think you're asking for it at that point. Like when you're really being, when you start to be like facetious in the moment of you expressing what is making you upset or what upset you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're voicing why you're upset, and then somebody's just sitting there like playing and like laughing or like dismissing how you feel. Because that's how I took it when I read the comment. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, well, me and Tasha are gonna get you 32 foot bundles. We'll buy you some new bundles and shit, and like as if that's going to remedy the whole situation or something like that. I was just like, wow.
I can afford what I have in abundance.
I'm about to say, cause did the hair you wear is sponsored by somebody?
Bitch, I'm in a different weed set every damn live. I'll get a new hoe every time y'all look in the same day. Do I look like I need help getting what I have in abundance?
And not that drop.
Why you think I wasn't pressed to move just because there was 1 million subscribers in the elevator to begin with? Because I already got it. There's nothing that you can offer me that I can't produce, replicate, create, manifest by myself. So you don't have a clout to hang over my head. You would be nothing more than another motherfucking human being to me. I'm complete and I'm well and I'm clear about it.
Damn. I just hate that it was Chelsea. I mean, shit. I mean, I guess, you know, when you have blind loyalty to, well, not blind, because obviously she's getting paid. Like, I don't want to be like, try to throw underhanded jabs or anything, but I guess when you're an employee of somebody or somebody's, you know, financing your life or giving you the means to live, you, of course, are going to be in their corner no matter what, even if they're wrong, blatantly wrong. So I don't know why that is, because you don't have that type of blind loyalty when it comes to Larry, and he's your mentor. And
Larry done went live many times and said he had to hang up in my damn face. I mean, look, I'm just like, baby, y'all don't even know. They ain't never had a nigga like me in their life, but they know now. I done paved the way. I done paved the way for real niggas to come through the way, to come down the pathway. They know what it is now.
This might say something about sacrificial lamb. I just thought about it because I just pieced it. Wouldn't technically speaking, Armand in order, Armand, Wiley, Storm, and technically Chelsea all be sacrificial lambs to Tasha? If we thinking about it, because ain't all 4 of them, and I don't know if we can paint, but I'm going based on what we see now. Having Tasha in some form of fashion claim to have helped all of them in some form of way, and they've all somehow, besides Chelsea, have turned against her. Because lo and behold, I don't know how Chelsea's feeling right now, despite all that's going on. I'm not defending her by no means, but, you know, everybody sees that Tasha got cool. She's been turned against. And that includes Lovely Tea, Meek at Night, and Daytime Tea Time. So I'm not saying Chelsea going to, like, leave her ass another because she get paid by her, but if she was to leave her too, that would be what, number 8, number 9, the person? I mean, I include other people too, but I don't know them. So
that's the thing, you know, is like, okay, if the money wasn't there, do you think that she would stay?
No. Because I mean, Chelsea even said it. She doesn't use Tasha for subscribers and stuff. She's trying to separate herself from Storm. So I mean, and Chelsea does her own content. So shout out to her. But I agree with you. I don't see her staying any longer if the money wasn't there. I mean, Chelsea she got her own brands and she does her own thing. So she technically don't need Tasha. But
no, but that's like, I think that's her biggest, like, you know what I mean? Like that's her main thing probably is Tasha. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to like dive into her business or anything like that, but I was just that's just what I'm thinking is without the money, like what loyalty would you have? And I mean, I'm not trying to be that like clout chaser or whatever, but Tasha does seem very much like she's reached a level of success, but she's gone about it in the way of she would have to pay for the loyalty, if that makes sense. Like that of a what's her name? Damn, what's her name?
Oh.
Wendy. Wendy Williams.
Mm.
Yeah, how like kind of like her world is just crashing in around her, and everything is like gone. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, ooh, Jesus, you know, like, is this just karma? Or is this you know, and like I'm pretty sure that she does have people there that are genuinely there that support her, but I also do think that she obviously has financed a lot of people that are around her, and they're there strictly because she does do that for them, you know. So what good is it if you have to finance people to be around you?
Exactly. What good is it? And you know, I don't know a lot about Chelsea and Tasha's relationship. They probably have a lot of things in common, which is why they work well together. And yeah, you know, yeah, you know, yeah, you know, it can't be everybody else when it comes to Tasha.
Not all the time, no.
No, it just can't be. You know, it's Larry, it's CTV, it's Armand, it's Wiley, it's Lovely T, it's Cardi B, it's just, but it's never Tosh. But you know, I don't know. She did try to call me 50 million 11 times.
Do you see yourself giving them the private conversation?
Hell to the no.
But Conscious, okay, but look, Conscious, you're about healing, you're about getting to a resolve, to a point of solution. So you don't see yourself getting to that point with them? Do you think it's too far gone at this point, or what?
Let me make this perfectly clear to you, Knockout Media. I will be stanking in the motherfucking grave, and these motherfuckers will be on to the fourth dick they hopping on before they ever get a private conversation. I'll be stanking in the motherfucking grave before they get a private conversation. All that shit that took place today, you will either do what you need to do to appease and to make well and to purge the blood in the land, or everything you do, seal it. Everything you motherfucking touch, seal it. Every motherfucking lip balm and motherfucking earring back you put in, seal it. It's gonna turn your ass a vomit grain. And that's on CTV. That's on C motherfucking TV, honey. Because CTV don't need it, baby. They need me, clearly. They need me. I ain't the one they need. I don't need shit. I'm over here where I'm needed. So there's no lack, boo. So no, it's not a private conversation for what? To give them the opportunity to read the room? Because all of they do is maybe hit the reverse uno when we go public. So just go public, baby, and deal with the repercussions and consequences thereof. And anybody can't do that. Ain't nothing but a pussy asshole.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. That because what's the purpose? You've been working for months, you know, trying to like get them to resolve their issues, and
public. It happened in public. What we gonna talk privately for? It happened in public. This was a public altercation. It happened in public. So we're gonna talk private for what? Why? For what? Why? 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 For what? What? Why? 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 I mean, literally, like, why? Why? See, I know people who play mind games work. I know how narcissists work. This is what they always do. They only call you privately because they're trying to read the room so that they know how to strategize. They need to know what you're working with first. They need to know how much shit you're gonna talk. They need to know how much shit you're gonna go into. And they need to be able to vet that in a safe situation before it injures them. So they try to get at you privately to clean it up first, to make sure that wherever you're trying to go, girl, that they have time to soothe it over, clear it up. And then if we were to go public, we could give the nice Peter Pan, version and the kumbaya version of things. But that's why you act right. Because when you got shit to lose, you gotta act right. You gotta act right when you got shit to lose. You can't go blasting off, acting all fucking chaotic and wild, and then think that, and then remember that you got something to lose. That ain't intelligent.
Tasha definitely needs to go on her platform. She definitely needs to go on her platform, apologize to you and Larry, because she's definitely put a false
narrative. It ain't even for me. And it ain't even for me because I ain't fucking with none of them, even if they do that. It's really for them. It just will go to show that they're better than they appear to be. They'll be doing it for the sake of their integrity. And they should do it if they have any. Only if they actually have any. If they don't do it, they don't got nothing to work with. How you willing to apologize everywhere but right here to my face, sir?
Chelsea, just get on, hit the link. I don't understand why.
None of us
we said we was gonna pay for your new install. Like, why do that?
See, so that's not an apology, Chelsea. You like you pandering, child.
I swear, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was thinking. Like, what is that about?
And you really don't need to address me. You really need to be addressing Larry and CT. Well, your homegirl needs to be addressing Larry. You do, both of y'all. Y'all need to be apologizing to both of them. Like, how dare y'all put that false narrative out there? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. You need to
pay for your new install. That's crazy.
All right, so here it is, girl. Let's invite hold on.
That new Mac giving you some
Chelsea.
That new Mac giving you some
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
You got feedback. You got feedback. You gotta turn me off in the background.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Conscious, how did we get here? I don't understand. I don't understand how we get here. I thought we were just gonna confirm what we already know, what we spoke about. How did we even come to the Olga and to Larry Reid? And I think what happened is that there was too much aggression on both sides, and it wasn't really I don't know where your aggression came from, but like I know that Tasha was already upset with everything that was going on, and she just wanted to confirm pretty much the narrative was not true. And I already had a private conversation with you. I called you. I asked you, were you willing to come on the platform to just verify what we asked? I don't know how it got to be this whole bigger situation, but it's really unfortunate.
Chelsea,
and
are you that afraid to be unemployed?
Oh yeah, honey, you see my lifestyle. But here's the thing: I'm not gonna sit up here and say that I think Tasha was wrong, because I don't think she was wrong. I don't understand why you involved.
But that's how we got here. That's definitely a part of how we got here.
I understand, and so I have to just tell you that I'm personally gonna respectfully disagree, because right before I had to watch the live back to see where like it started to go left, and I even said this on my platform. I feel like when I said that I felt like you were not holding Storm as accountable, you kind of gave me a look, and then you went, well, you looked at Tasha. Well, I can assume you looked at Tasha because, again, we're on virtual. But then you made the comment directly after and said, well, I hope that you would keep the same energy for Olga. So when I heard on your live that you said that you guys thought that she was going to laugh about it and push on, I think it was like a very... because I know you did not watch Tasha's first live that she did on the Wino Gang podcast. It was triggering. And the reason why it was triggering was because at that moment, and I can only assume because I didn't really talk to Tasha, but I just know how it would feel for her. It felt like at that moment, by you dissing Olga and trying to say that Olga needed some smoke from Tasha, you were basically confirming to Tasha that you were listening to the rhetoric that was happening on social media. And though it's a joke to you guys, for her, it's not as funny. And the whole thing with Storm, and I had a conversation with you privately, I told you the reason why it was so
The reason why why I personally was so upset with Storm was because I felt like Storm was not taking his personal experiences and saying Tasha did X, Y, and Z while I was in her presence. Chelsea did X, Y, and Z while I was in her presence. I felt like the entire live that Storm did, what he did was he just copied and pasted everything that's in the timelines, everything that's in the thumbnails, and he went with that narrative, he went with that rhetoric. And Conscious, I have personally cried on the phone with you about how I did not like how personal aspects of my life was divulged out during a time that I was dealing with.
Storm Monroe can personally attest that he and I have had plentiful conversations about his comments about your sex life, about blow-up mattress, about your body, etc. He can personally attest to the multiple conversations where I've caught him personally and been on the phone with him for hours about these things.
Yes. And that's why I felt like where the conversation went to go about Larry and some money and Olga, like I felt
so let's, before you get too far down the rabbit hole, I felt like you was first and foremost like out of order for asking first of all for putting me in the position to check Storm. This isn't even my business to check any of y'all in to begin with, and I'm no longer keeping up with stuff that happened several months ago to start, which is why you had to call me and you had to ask me, did I see this and did I see that? And what was my answer to you? No, I have no idea what the hell is going on. When I pulled up today because y'all asked me to, and Tasha K said, CTV, did you see my live? What did I tell her? No. You know that that's a genuine no, because you know how I get down on my platform. You know that I'm on my platform for half a day, sometimes all night long. And clearly, I don't have all the time in the world to be on my own platform all day long and have a personal life, have a family, have a relationship, have friends, have business, have things I also have to do outside of this. And then secondly, you know the way that I navigate because you actually have dealt with me intimately. So you know that all the checking of all of you guys I've done privately. You know the conversations that me and you have had privately. You know that when you've been in my live streams and you've been hearing people claim that I was caping for you, that I was coddling you, that I was being a Chelsea apologist, etc. You knew those things were not true because you knew what the conversations in real life were like between you and I. You know that I was also holding you accountable. You know that I was also pointing out where I believe you were wrong. You know that I was also giving you that everlasting work privately. I didn't have to drag you publicly or check you publicly to prove something to Storm or to prove something to Von Ray, because I don't feel like I have to do that as it relates to any of y'all. And with you knowing that's how I work, and then to say to me, you didn't check Storm, as if I have a pattern of actually checking people publicly.
And I said that on my platform, and I admitted that right after. I said, you know what? Maybe when I said that he didn't check Storm or hold Storm accountable, that is where it started to go. And I took accountability, and I said that. I said, maybe I shouldn't have said that. And you're right. We did call you and ask you to come on the platform. And to be honest, I think the word checking is just the best vocabulary I had at that time to say. But what I really wanted to do was vindicate. The word I should have used was Conscious. I don't feel like you're vindicating me in this moment. The narrative of Chelsea's in between Storm and Tasha, you know for a fact that's not true. And that's all I wanted to dispel and put out there. The joke you made about Olga, it's triggering because it comes from a certain person, a certain creator who was making lies about Tasha.
I understand, Chelsea. I'm gonna tell you why I thought that Tasha K was a big girl, because she told Cardi B to be responsible for her triggers. So I thought that Tasha was a big girl. I thought that Tasha could have and do and accomplish the same thing that she told Cardi B to do about her triggers. about being allegedly having this and having that and being a hoe and boom pow. So I just thought that a woman who could dish it certainly was well equipped to take it, because it was in the spirit of a joke. And after all, she preached that same shit to another woman. She preached that same shit to another human being. So why?
Yeah, and I think Conscious, you're held at a different regard, and maybe that was not proper, or that's not your responsibility, where people put you on the spectrum of associates and friends and stuff like that. That's not your responsibility. If somebody decides to put you on a higher level than they would put other content creators, and I will say I personally did that for you, and that's not your responsibility. If I decide, Conscious,
and then she didn't even get upset, Chelsea, at my comment about Olga as it relates to her. She got upset because the context of my comment came because her now attorney dropped the ball on my mentor.
Yeah, I really didn't know what y'all was talking about when it came to that point. So at that point, I didn't know what y'all was talking about.
You know what was going on because she asked you to contact Larry.
Oh, she asked me to contact Larry. I really contacted Larry because I wanted him to, before it got to a place, to referee it. And I think when Tasha said drop Conscious down, it was because she was, I think, being responsible for her triggers, because she was not going to disrespect.
How can you be responsible for something and then you went and dragged me?
She did not drag you.
Allegedly, she dragged me.
I swear, Conscious, I kept saying, I said, Tasha, I said it on my live. I said, Tasha, now you know I don't tell Conscious some shit I just wasn't supposed to tell him.
Confusion TV?
Wait, who's Confusion TV? Who's Confusion TV? Oh, bitch, I'm over here looking in the chat. Okay, yeah, all right. She threw a jab. She called you Confusion TV. You're right. At that time, hold on. At that time, somebody was in the chat saying Conscious is live dragging you, and Jovi Beauty can attest to it. I said, Tasha, now hold on. Because people come in the chat. It's the same thing that happened between me and Millie. People came in the chat and said that somebody went live talking about something and was dragging, and it was not a drag.
So this is what I want.
Chelsea tried to drag you too. She's playing dumb. So pull it out. What did I say? What did I say about Conscious?
For those of you who saw the live, can you guys come up here?
Yeah, and give me timestamps. Hold on, let me pull my live up. Let me pull it on my phone. Hold on.
Chelsea, you saying that you are gonna pay for CTV's next install is not a jab?
No. And no, it wasn't. I told Tasha, I was like, now you're gonna have to buy him something. You have to buy him a present. She said, tell him I'm sorry. Tell him I'm sorry, and I'll pay for his next install. And I said it gotta be a 30. I personally said it gotta be a 30-inch what's it called?
And why did Tasha K not apologize to me once Larry came and informed her that she was in fact
She did apologize. She said, well, I'm sorry.
No, that's not a CTV, Consciouztv. I actually thought you were the one who was uninformed. I got angry thinking that you were the one who didn't know what the fuck you were talking about.
Well,
me who didn't know what I was talking about, and I apologized to you because I asked Chelsea to drop you down. I got real spicy and zesty with you, thinking that I was the bigger wig on the platform with the bigger brain who had the bigger.
No, I know for a fact. If Tasha wanted to big up or try to big up herself, she wouldn't have said drop. She would have kept you on. She dropped you down because she didn't want it to be that narrative.
I know that for a fact. Narrative because what was the narrative on?
She did not want it to be arguing back and forth about certain things. She did not want to be on live arguing.
To argue with me about somebody else's business that she was uninformed.
But here's the thing: she didn't know where you were going with it. She didn't know
exactly. That's to my point.
So you're upset because she did not continue the conversation, not knowing that it would have gone somewhere negative.
So why are you arguing with me? Why are you arguing with me then? Exactly. I mean, so then why just not argue? It don't have to result to drop him down, Chelsea. Okay, CTV, I understand. You don't like over. Moving on. And you vindicate Chelsea, please, just tell and just say what you need to say on Chelsea's behalf. Sure, Tasha.
And when Larry was on the live, why did she call Larry? Larry made it clear he was on a live. Why didn't she take that opportunity to clear the air and with Conscious?
Tasha didn't know. Tasha was on my stream.
Tasha knows she was was on the live because Larry made it.
She knew that he was on live, but she didn't know that Larry put her on speakerphone.
She did. Larry made it clear to her. You go back and watch that. He made that very clear to her. He made it clear to her. It's nothing that you can really say to really like change the narrative that you both created.
Narrative. I mean, it happened. Tasha said sorry. I don't know what else.
No, it's not.
Who she said sorry to, Chelsea? Stop acting like her. Like who did she put an address on? Where did
she said Consciouztv? She said, "Tell him I said sorry."
No, tell him that I said sorry.
I mean, you want a script right now, and I think at that moment when she called you,
hold on, no. See, that's also funny to me. She told you to tell me that she's sorry.
She said it on the live though.
Wait, but while she was on live, which was at the same time that I was live with the doctor, Tasha was in my chat commenting, "Tell the whole truth, Larry, before I have to tell it all."
What is somebody talking about that I dragged you?
CTV, I got the live pulled up at 2:23 if you want to play it.
I'm not playing nobody else's intellectual content on my platform.
Hold on a second. Which live? The first live? Hold on. At 2:23? Hold on.
And don't you play it because you will be muted, dog.
Wait, what?
Don't play your live here. I don't need to hear it. If I want to look at it, I can watch it.
Okay, what is it? 2:20?
It should have been on the second live because the first live, CTV wasn't in there.
Hold on.
Hey, Just D.
Hey, I just called and I just wanted to say I was on the live. I didn't take it as if she was dragging you, but she did say like, tell him, I'll, get this install, the middle part. I took it as a joking way. I don't know.
No, because Tasha was real full of herself when she was talking to me, acting like she knew what she was talking about.
Well, I was speaking about Chelsea.
Oh yeah, I get it. I don't even appreciate all that energy because I came up on that panel, cute and cuddly. Okay, cute and cuddly.
You did.
Cute and cuddly, and then I made a snarky comment about Olga, which I didn't know was a sore spot for Tasha. And then when she asked me why
I just wanna interlude. Knockout. I just watched it and Tasha said Conscious is really in his feeling. And I said, I know, I feel so bad. And then I picked up the popcorn. So at what time did I start dragging? Because I'm already at 24 at 2:24.
You gotta ask the comments. That's what somebody put in the comments.
Okay, so somebody put that in the comments. So at 2:22, I just read it. Tasha said that she jumped over and told Larry to get on. And she was like, Conscious is really in his feelings. And I said, I know, I feel so bad. Because I had already said at 2:13, I had already said, if I had not said to Conscious that you are not holding Storms responsible or whatever the case may be, that wouldn't have happened. So people are in the comments saying that I dragged Conscious or whatever, that whole entire live. I told Tasha, I said, Tasha, now I done told Conscious something. You can't fall out with Conscious. You're gonna have to get him something. You're gonna have to. She said, fine, whatever. She said, sorry. She did not say whatever, but I'm just using that as an accessory. But hold on a second, because everybody in the comments saying I'm not genuine, I'm dragging, I'm changing my thing. There was never a time on my live that I disrespected Conscious or said that Conscious was lying. I kept saying you cannot compare Storm and Olga. And I said, I don't know why he brought that up. I don't know why this is happening. I said, this is not what we came on live for. And I kept saying, I don't want y'all to fall out. So I cannot speak for Tasha and how she feels. She apologized to Conscious. Conscious didn't like the way that she delivered her apology or felt like it was insincere. There's nothing I could do about that. However, please do not say that I was doing something or acting funny, because I don't do that. Now, if y'all got timestamps, I will sit there and listen to every single timestamp. Not one time on that live did I drag or disrespect Conscious at any given time.
I think that people are taking it from what you said at the end when you were like,
what did I say at the end?
When you were joking about the lace front or the
I wasn't joking. I promise to God, when Larry got up on that thing, and I said to Larry, Larry, do you buy bags? Do you buy Kelly bags or Birkin bags? I promise you, if somebody wanted to apologize to me and gave me a 30-inch 613 wig with a middle part and a side part, I would take that apology personally. I would wholeheartedly take that as an apology, and that is me personally.
I already have y'all mortgages in my head. I don't need a Birkin bag. I don't need a Birkin weave. Okay.
Well,
And at the end of the day, what I would want is not to be played in my face. And Tasha was out of order. Okay. She know damn well that I would know more than she would know about people that I'm far closer to than she is.
I don't know.
And she got in her fees and forgot that it was not her platform, and yet still asked you to remove me after dry begging me to pull up to begin with. Make it make sense.
I don't feel like I dry begged you, but I was very conscious because I had no other proof to negate Storm was saying. I don't think I dry begged you, but I definitely said, now conscious, you are the only living proof that I have that what he was saying.
And guess what? And this is what I did not understand about drudging up all of this shit over again. Because even when I did my live and I chin checked Tasha, and then I went to do what you asked me to do, which is to speak honestly about your uninvolvement in Storm and Tasha's altercation and breakdown, guess what happened in my comment section? People did not believe me because there's something they believe about you. So when you even asked me to even come and validate that, I thought to myself, how doesn't Chelsea know that at this point, people are going to believe what they want to believe, including Storm, including the viewers, including the consumers, including the subscribers? That the people who don't like Chelsea and think she's a bitch and doesn't mind her business and is an agent of chaos are going to think that forevermore, even if it came down in writing from the Lord that Chelsea was not those things.
I know.
So what is me saying something that I've already said for the billionth time, and something that is literally, that at this point should be water under the bridge, and if it's not, therapy is needed for all parties involved, going to do when I go to say it for the 50 billion 11th time?
Because I like to hear it.
You can rewind the playback.
I know, but I just like it when it's fresh.
I want you guys to fix it so bad. You know, I really like you guys, and I think that it just didn't have to get like this. You know, I just really wish it didn't. And I will say this, CCV definitely, even after that, he still, you know, hold himself to that point, said he's not about all that, talking all that, you know, back and forth and spilling business. Like, he really did say, like, you're out of it. And, you know, people in the chat, they were not here for it. But that's just going to be them. Those are people that are, you know, just looking at it.
It just makes me feel better when the people who know the truth. That's my whole thing. The people on the internet, they don't know me. So when they say, oh, this under my conscious knows I'm very surface, very shallow. What it is what is out there. I'm going to say how I feel, way I want to feel it.
People that in all actuality, in real life, that you are more mature than what you come off as on the internet, that you actually are a lot more sound and mature minded. There was a lot of things you dealt with behind the scenes in a very mature matter. There was things you were protecting that you didn't even have to protect because in certain situations you were definitely a victim and still did not press the gas like you could have on certain things. So,
but like I said, I just like hearing it from you. That's it. I just like feeling vindicated. If nobody else, but it's okay. I like being vindicated from you. That's all. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I wanted my own personal vindication. And whether it got 2 views, 500 views, whether anybody watched it or not, I wanted to hear Consciouztv say, you know what, Chelsea, you are telling the truth. You are right. And that's all I needed. Like, I don't, that's all I wanted. And I got it. And so to me, bada bing, bada boom, it was over. I mean, Storm said I was lying when I said that he was talking shit about Tasha behind the scenes. He said I made all that up and I was just trying to get in Tasha's ear. But clearly, as everybody saw when they heard and saw your audio, that was not the first time you done talked about Tasha, and this is the first time you got caught. So I felt validated at this point. Nobody, you're right. Nobody's gonna care. If they don't like me, they don't like me. If they don't remember what they said in the comments, whatever the case may be. Conscious, you know, I will hold on to a grudge until the end of the time. So at this point, you're right. I did water under the bridge for other people. However, I still want validation when I know I'm right about something. That's it. That's all.
Well, I'm gonna drop down. That's all I say. I hope we can fix it. Thank you.
Thank you.
We Conscious, we ain't tolerating nobody playing in your face. So that's just like all that other stuff I personally don't care about. Ain't nobody gonna be playing up in your face, period.
I am going to do what I've been doing. I'm going to mind my business. And I'm going to do me. And I'm doing me very well. And
Conscious, do you think I owe you an apology?
And my mentor doesn't have to buy me bundles because he just bought me a brand spanking new $1,300 M2 MacBook 22 Air that is blessing my life. And
Conscious, do you feel like I owe you an apology?
And I'm packing for vacation. We'll be out of this bitch for a week. And I'm doing me. That's all that I'm going to continue to do. Okay? And you apologizing to me. If you and Tasha also had a friendship aside from a professionalship, you would have been able to say to her, Tasha, you're having a trigger response. You need to calm down. CTV did not mean his comment maliciously. And when he explained to you what he meant by the comment, he told you that it was in the context of the ball she dropped in his mentor's case. No, it wasn't after the fact because
once I got all the facts, that's literally what I said. That's literally what came out of my mouth. Like, so I'm asking, do you feel like I owe you an apology because I put you in that situation? If so, I will apologize for that. But as for apologizing for what they're talking about in the comments, saying that I dragged you or I disrespected you or I played in your face, I never did that. So
if you did not drag me, I take your word for it. I don't think that you would lie about footage that is
clearly that just happened not even 3 hours ago.
About footage that anybody can view, including myself. If you, I don't.
Do you want an apology from me?
All I want is what I have, which is to just move forward with.
Okay, Conscious, because you know if you ask me for something, I'm gonna give it to you.
That's all that I want is to move forward with my.
Because they DMing me, they in my DMs on Instagram. They said, "Bitch, just apologize. Don't motherfucking ask Consciouztv a motherfucking thing." I said, "Oh my god, child."
Look, Chelsea, you and Storm, and I've said this to you, and I've said this to him. You already know. If y'all would talk, there would be nothing left to be triggered up about. The only reason why all of y'all are still triggered is because none of y'all have had an adult sit down.
I told you to tell that boy, meet me, and we will. We're not doing the online thing. So come outside. And I told you to tell him that. And he ain't want to come outside. So what you want me to do?
Chelsea, do you feel like you should apologize?
No. But I'm the type of person where if my friends or somebody I hold in high regard, the fact that I can constantly call Conscious and cry and put all my emotional trauma on his back 24/7, if Conscious should ask me, I don't have a problem doing it. Do I think I owe him an apology? No.
Well,
but
I mean,
if that's what he needed, I would wholeheartedly give it to him.
So me and CTV are friends, but if I felt like I had wrong CTV, or if I wanted to apologize, or if that would make the situation better, even if I felt like I shouldn't, I probably would. You know what I mean? I don't think I would ask. Well, that's just me.
Yeah, I'm an asker because I'm not gonna give you nothing that you ain't asked for. So if Conscious say, you know what, bitch, I want a motherfucking apology. Consciouztv would get one. Probably if he left the bitch part out, but Consciouztv would get one from me because there has been nothing that I haven't asked from Consciouztv that he hasn't given me. So I'm not the type of I personally don't do anything without intentions. So if I intentionally wanted to disrespect somebody, if I intentionally wanted to hurt somebody, it is what the fuck it is. Now, I don't talk about kids, mamas, and whatsoever. So if Consciouztv, I hold him in high regard where he can request an apology from me and I will give it to him. Absolutely.
Okay.
But
I'm
in
just
this
trying to
moment,
get-
when people are talking about in the chat, and I'm scrolling up at this point, and people are saying these numbers and this number, and I'm going.
Ignore the chat. Ignore the chat. Ignore the
But I
chat.
have my phone, and I'm going to it, and not once did I disrespect Conscious. I kept saying that through the entire time. I said, please don't fall out with Consciouztv. No, not Conscious. Come on, let's do it. I'm in the chat. I'm telling the people in the chat, tell Conscious we love him. I'm putting fucking heart eyes and emojis and all types of stupid shit in his chat, my chat. I done said it on my chat. Tasha knows I done said it. So this narrative that I'm being fake and I'm not taking accountability, I can't apologize for that because I know that's not true. Somebody says she playing too much in our face. Pull it. I say this shit all the time. If I said something like this,
I did drop the link.
Pull the.
I did drop the link and ask y'all to come up here to point it out.
At this point, Chelsea, I just want to get into the close friends. That's all.
No, right now I have.
I just want to say this: so any apology that a person has to ask for probably doesn't mean a lot to them.
It means a lot, baby, because a motherfucker couldn't. Somebody else couldn't ask for it. I promise you that. Wiley couldn't ask me for an apology, and I didn't talk about his eye and his mama. Now, come on.
I don't feel like I need an apology. I don't know.
Okay, but if you want one, I got one for you in my back pocket.
I'm triggered. Because at the end of the day, this is just straight up it's bullshit. I just have to call it bullshit. It ain't even about. I never said you dragged him or whatever the case may be, but it's just the audacity of the entitlement when you have someone like Conscious in your life. This man clearly has said what the offense was. You were in the chat when he was sounding off about what the offense was that was made by you. He has literally stated it again on. And
what was made by? Wait, hold on a second. Then I must have missed. What was the offense that was made by?
No, over here we don't talk over each other. We allow each other to speak. Then have the audacity to ask him, does he want an apology when he has stated that he was offended because you did not basically handle yourself as a host properly to someone that you wanted to come and vindicate you, and you still feel like he has to ask for an apology. You're not going to give him an apology unless he asks for. Why does someone that is offended have to ask for you to apologize? That, I mean, be an adult and say, I apologize. Even though it was your intention, I apologize.
Because here's the thing. What you just said did not come out of Conscious's mouth. He did not say, I don't like the way you handled yourself as a host. You said to me, are you that scared of losing your job? If that was your way of saying that you didn't, I want to adjust Conscious. If that was your way of saying you did not like the way I handled it of a host.
I'm not talking about even just that. I gave a whole dissertation about when you saw Tasha getting revved up and you saw that it was going left, and then she requested to you multiple times to remove him, Chelsea. You did not step in. You did not intervene. You did not talk Tasha down. You allowed her to get in her feelings. You saw your friend was triggered. You saw that she was taking something out of context. You saw that she was personalizing a plight I have against Olga regarding how she did, not Tasha, but how she did my mentor. And you just Twitter because I didn't want to put you in an uncomfortable position because I knew that Tasha was serious about you dropping me down. I knew that she was for real when she was telling you remove him, Chelsea. I didn't want to put you in that predicament, so I removed myself.
But Conscious, in that moment, I told you I had no idea what y'all were talking about. So in hindsight, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Hold on a second. And thank you for admitting that you took yourself out, because you noticed she said it repeatedly. There was a hesitation because clearly I was getting ready to jump in and try to navigate. That's why I was on the phone trying to get Larry and all types of stuff. I had no idea how it went from 100 to it went from 0 to 100 in less than a minute and a half. That whole ordeal happened in 48 seconds. And I just told you that I had no idea what y'all was talking about. Now, according to Nija, that was your way of communicating to me that you didn't like how I handled that situation. Okay, now we just figured out that I just miscommunicated with what you said to me when I first got on. So if that is what you're talking about, then I apologize. I apologize that I did not. Conscious, I don't know why you think that I know how to navigate a freaking a live panel. I do hair, skincare, and travel videos. I have to call you on how to pin somebody's comment on my video while I'm live. So okay, I didn't have the decorum or the dialogue outline of how to handle a live when it's going left. I did the best I could with the tools I personally had. Did I even think in my wildest dream that y'all would get into an argument? No, or else I wouldn't have brought you up. Clearly.
When you no, Chelsea, I gotta call Cap. And
Why
I'm gonna tell you,
Cap?
and I'm gonna tell you why I called Cap, because not only did you sit like a deer in headlights when you saw Tasha getting revved up, but when she told you to call Larry so that she could expose him because I was wrong about what I was saying, you got in that phone to also facilitate that exposing and called him up to that platform. So there was multiple bullshit going on, all in that whole setting. And y'all are not going to sit in my face and pacify and overlook it and be cute and cuddly. That shit was scandalous. That shit was fraudulent. That shit was fucked up.
I mean, you're right about that part. You got me.
And Chelsea, you know how to run a panel. Come on. I mean,
I promise you. Before this, what other panel did you see me run?
But you have somebody who like run, like you have Tasha K that you work right next
Tasha
to.
K
You know how
doesn't
to
even
run.
run StreamYard panels.
But
The
I'm
only
saying
time she brings other people. First of all, y'all always talking about the worst employee in the world. That's not my motherfucking job. That's Jasmine's job. She runs the board.
Yeah.
So again, when I tell you I don't facilitate that, I don't. And that's
But you don't look at it. You don't know how to like. Okay, something's going left to like.
Jasmine's desk is behind the camera. Why am I sitting behind the camera? There's no reason for that.
Reckless, please step in, please, Reckless. I need your logic.
Chelsea, I love you dearly.
Give me kiss first.
But
Give me kiss
however, we kiss because we gotta go back and forth. Once again, we calling Cap. Chelsea, every single time you get on
No. Hold on
call,
a second. Conscious. I don't. Hold on. And I'm not even on Conscious's good side to even request.
Well, damn.
Hey guys.
Hold up, Chelsea. You still over here requesting? He's requesting for excuse me.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hold on.
Lisa,
you over here still requesting?
Hey, hold on. Hey, everybody, hold on. Lisa, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Lisa? Can you hear me?
Conscious Beauty, can you hear?
Hey, boo. Yeah, I can hear you, but it sounds like it's some connection issues on your end. Can you hear me?
She a little delayed.
I think she got a signal. It's a poor signal.
Conscious Beauty, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me? I can hear you.
How you doing? How you doing, sweetie? It's Lisa Lyons. I'm on now.
Doing well.
Okay.
How you doing, babes?
I'm doing, sweetie. I'm running around trying to get myself to the airport. But I got something to say to Chelsea.
No.
Okay. I got something to say to you. I know you saw me many times on the chat and stuff, girl. I don't like you. You are a liar, bullshit liar. Okay. You are a liar. And I got more triple money than you. So it's not about the money and fame and all that bullshit. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. Okay? And I'm going to say for everybody that don't want to come in, you're full of shit. Conscious is the most honest person and everything like that. And ever since you've been here, that we've been seeing you online and with Tasha, it's been nothing but drama. Drama. It's always your name bringing up with Vaughn or whoever. And I believe that you shot Vaughn. You probably sent somebody to shoot Vaughn. I believe it. All my 6 sisters said it. They don't like you. Nobody like you. I don't like you because you're full of shit.
Allegedly.
Ain't no allegedly. I ain't saying no damn allegedly. I don't care about
Well,
allegedly. I'm saying what I'm saying.
Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna say it. Wait. I'm gonna say it because this is his platform.
Reckless. If Lisa want all the legal smoke, I mean, hey, it's okay. If she don't want to use allegedly, that's fine with us. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do it for you, Conscious. Okay, but that bitch, I do not like her. She's full of shit. That's why I was telling you in chat earlier. I'm sorry I had to get off because I had to pack up because I'm always traveling and stuff like that. But she is full of shit. You know, I'm with Stormy all the time and Tasha. Now I'm fading away from Tasha because I see what's going on meets the eye, and it's a lot of shit. And then they do things, and then they hide behind like their snakes are out. They stinging people, doing this, doing that, and all of a sudden they come on everybody's fucking show watching, and Chelsea's always watching everything, and she's always commenting, and like, no, she don't want no beef with nobody. You don't want no beef with nobody, but she always fucking starting with everybody. She's always starting. That's how I feel. If I was there, I would bust her the fuck up. Straight up, that's how I feel. I'm so pissed off. I was pissed off earlier. I calmed myself down. I don't like nobody taking advantage of you. And I know you're very spiritual. I'm spiritual. I don't like her. My spirit say that she's the devil in disguise. The devil has many faces, and she's one of them. Okay? I don't trust her. Now she talk about, oh, do I need to apologize? Bitch, apologize. What does it take a minute, a second, one penny to apologize? You can't even apologize. All this fucking all night long thing that you've been on for hours and hours. It's just been going on since what? I saw the chat how they fucking did you. That was fucked up. They brought you in. You was innocent. You kept covering your face, and I was like, I felt so bad for you. I was like, damn, they on his ass, like jumping on him. And Conscious, I call you Conscious Beauty because you're gorgeous. And I think you're beautiful. Even your friend, I see your friend takes up for you, and I like him a lot. But I do not like her. I wanted to come in because something said, get on my phone. I said, damn, he's still on. Oh, I heard that bitch. She annoys me. She annoys the shit out of me. And Conscious Beauty, I'm telling you, watch yourself because she's the devil in disguise. The devil has many faces, and she is one of them. I don't trust her. With Wiley, she did the same thing too. Oh, and now she's friends with Wiley. She's always in Wiley's chat. She's in everybody's fucking chat, but she's supposed to be traveling and all this bullshit. Please, give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. She's full of shit. She's full of drama. She's full of hate, and she even hates her own self. Period. Where's she at? She don't got to come back for me?
She dropped down.
Yeah, she better drop down, dumb bitch. I got it. My twin sister wanted to get on. She mad too. She's like, oh my God, they messing with him. I say, he's the most nicest guy on the internet and so truth. And I love how you talk. I've been seeing you for a while now, okay, Conscious? And I love you because you are so real, and I just love your style. I love how you move. I love how you talk. You're very nice. I'm a nice person too, but I'm not nice today because I don't like the way you're being treated, and I do not like what they did to you. I'm not going to show an emoji. I'm showing my fucking face. Yes, I'm showing my face. I even tell the bitch where I live at. I don't care because I have 4 houses in Florida.
Don't do
bitch.
That.
Dumb bitch.
I appreciate you, babes. I don't want you to be upset anymore, though. I want you to pack your bags and enjoy your trip because I'm getting up out of here too. I'm getting the fuck up out of here too, catching flight. So we both gonna be in the air. So
yes, baby. But let me tell you something, Conscious Beauty. We talked before in an email. Remember that? Yes. And you know, and I have utmost respect for you because you are it. Okay. But I do not like when someone's so sweet and such a caring person and someone walks all over you. And Tasha, she should know better. I didn't know Tasha was like that. I love the shit out of Tasha. I really did. But now I'm side-eyeing her, like, you know, and then Chelsea, she's always in it. She's always in it. Up her ass, in her ass, or whatever. She's always in it. And every time there's drama in the internet, it's Chelsea. And she acts like she's fucking innocent. What pissed me off, I just heard she say, do I have to apologize? Why are you asking to apologize? Just apologize and say, look, I'm sorry if I did anything wrong. I apologize for all this drama. I apologize for taking your time. You're going on vacation, blah, blah, blah. Bitch, you can't even apologize. And then I come on, you get off the fucking line. She knows who the fuck I am. Because I was on Tasha's show for the first time talking to 5 people, and it was Jason, it was 6'8", her, and Stormy. He was on. I met Stormy for the first time, and I was talking, telling a story that was true, because I was a cop for 20 years. And she says, she cut me off. She cut me off, and someone told me she cut me off. That's what she does. And I was being nothing but nice to her, giving her gratitude, telling her, everybody says she bought her numbers. Now I'm signing her about everything. God don't like ugly. Maybe this is what happened with Cardi B and her, because God don't like ugly. I understand you do what you do, Tashita. You know what I call you if you're listening, but you know what? That's wrong for you. You need to apologize too. And then when they apologize, spit them the fuck out. They ain't worth it. They ain't worth it. If they don't apologize, still spit them the fuck out. I don't trust Chelsea. Crying wolf. That bitch cry wolf all the time. Bitch, please. But I love you, Conscious.
I love you too.
I love you.
Appreciate your love.
Guys, I'm sorry, but I love him, and I just feel like this girl she's such a fucking manipulator, a liar. She is a hoe. She is a liar. Mentirosa puta. Okay? Eso que tú eres.
Can I just say this to you, Lisa? I do want to say that, and I know you're going to believe what you want to believe, but
yes.
Chelsea did not have anything to do with Von Ray's.
Okay. Well, a lot of people feel that. And you know what's so funny? My brother says, my brother is an FBI agent, right? He says to me, he sees you too. And he's like, he said, I bet you we were just talking one day, and he said, out of nowhere, he said, I bet you that Chelsea girl did that. And I was like, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. My sister said it. My dad said it. Like, my family all look at you. They don't say nothing. I'm always in the chat, always saying hi to you because I like you. And I love you. So like I said, I really adore you. And I don't catch you live all the time. But when I do, I always say something say something, because I'm not no troll. I'm straight up. I always show my face. I don't show no emoji. I show who I am. But I do not like that girl does something to me. My stomach turns. It's like the spirit in me telling me that girl's bad news. Stay away from her. Even you don't see it. And I swear to God, I don't know you, but I act like I know you, like I'm your sister. And I'm telling you from the heart, that girl is nothing. She's no good. She's no good. That's how I feel. I don't care about the conversations I have on the phone and stuff like that. She fake. Anybody can cry and act this and act that. And all of a sudden you acting, and all of a sudden nothing's wrong. But then you can't apologize. What's a simple apology? You too good to apologize, bitch? You too good to apologize? For real? The fuck out of here. I'm sorry I'm cursing. I'm just, ooh.
You good, but I appreciate you, love. I want you to calm down and get your spirits back going and get your energy going, girl. You gotta fight it.
Yeah, I'm good. I needed to come in. Thank you for one of your girls in the chat. She told me how to come in. And I appreciate that. You letting me in, but I just had to say what I had to say for a lot of people in the chat. Feel the same way. And I love you, and I love you. Just be careful. Watch the devils in disguises, because you ain't dumb. You ain't dumb. I know that. I know you sense something. When you sense something, feel that sensation. Keep that sensation. The first time when I sense something about somebody, it won't go away. Forget. And then I sense it more and more. And every time she comes on, or I see her somewhere in Tasha, or see her somewhere, I'm like, I can't stand that girl. God forgive me. Like I don't. It's not that I hate people, but she's a liar and a manipulator, and she likes to pull people off like she's a sweetheart. I can talk sweet. I can do all that. No, I'm gonna talk nasty because I don't like her. And then she talk about my Stormy. Stormy don't hurt nobody. He don't do nothing to nobody. And that's messed up how they just like triggering him and doing all kinds of things on the internet, acting like big bad wolves and bullies on the damn internet. That's what they are. Why? Why they bullies? Because you got your own thing. They're gonna get you in trouble, try to get you out of your show or something. But I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm not biting my tongue, and I apologize to the bottom of my heart that I cursed. I apologize that I had to say what I had to say, but I had to say for a lot of us, And the girls in the chat know what I mean, because I've seen people feel the same way I feel. And a lot of people staying quiet because you have a lot of people watching you, but you have to watch yourself. And I love your mentor. I just joined him tonight for the first time.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I love you, boo. I appreciate you.
Thank you. And I hope you feel better. And let me say something. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for her. I'm apologizing. And I don't have nothing to apologize. How easy was that?
Yeah.
Love you, Conscious Beauty.
Love you too, boo. I thank you, love.
Bye, chat.
Have a safe trip, boo.
Have a safe trip. Thank you.
All right, babes. That was Lisa, you guys. I think we have Richie in the chat and Mo here. I do want to say before I let the other panelists join in, the situation with Vaughn is not even a laughing matter, to be honest. So Chelsea did not have anything to do with that shooting, and I know why you guys say that. It's because y'all don't like Chelsea, so of course it's just a way to troll her. And she's the only person that y'all know who doesn't like Vaughn, so she's just an easy go-to if anything happens to Vaughn. But in Vaughn is Vaughn in them streets, okay? So just make no mistakes about it. There's a lot of that. It's a lot that. Okay. Hi, Richie and Mo.
Ooh la la.
Hola, hello.
Oh, mon chéri.
Hey, I'm gonna let Mo chime in and then get to my Richie as well. Hey, Mo, welcome to the platform, darling. Your thoughts, I guess, on.
Okay, I'm gonna try to sum it all up.
Oh my goodness! Look, I have no problems with Chelsea. In fact, I used to live there. It's the best part of New York. Listen, I don't even know why. Vaughn Seki, who's that? So that's the the past. I don't know. It's just all I know is this. I have a sneaking suspicion that at times when traffic is kind of low, or things are somewhat relaxed, it seems that certain things are generated if they are non-existent.
Say that.
I know there's such a thing as spice of life, but damn, let it come organically, like you always say. All I want to know is this. There's a lot of grasshoppers out here, Conscious, who steady ain't grasping that pebble that you seem to put out in your hand, yet feel they have. And it's like I say, it's entertainment to me. And I feel that I hear what you say, but I feel that it falls in a lot of deaf ears. And as far as Miss Chelsea goes, I feel that if why, okay, having to prove something, having to waste your energy, your breath, your precious breath, your last collective nerve to prove something. Honestly, therein lies the issue. If there's nothing to prove, there's nothing going on, everything's chill, then you don't have to say, "Now one." Can may I use my French? Even though it's okay. You ain't got to say now one motherfucking thing. Okay? Why do you give 3 hairs off a rat's ass? About a goddamn thing a motherfucker has to say about a motherfucking thing. I feel like Samuel Jackson, and I'm motherfucking tired of these motherfucking snakes on a motherfucking plane. It's like, just, Miss Chelsea, just like you said, you do travel videos. I didn't know. I like to check them out. You do different types of videos like that. Just focus on that. Why bring up past issues? Like me, look.
Chelsea literally
it's like
She literally said today, Richie, that she only brought up the past because she just wanted to feel good about herself.
like the past. Look, honey, if I brought up if we stay in our past,
They are using you.
and I
like
wish
you're the
Reckless would
portal.
chime in on this. We've been through. I've been through a lot in my past. I feel like a butterfly that has shed her cocoon and spread her wings. If I stay in the past, look, I don't know how good her past is, but most of us, to make us feel better about ourselves, we're not trying to stay in the past. We're trying to focus on the future, the present, and the future. And staying in the past, it makes you stagnant. It doesn't really make you develop, doesn't help you grow. You can learn from your past, but why you revisit that and stay there and try to prove some stuff in the past? If you're going to prove something, prove what you are doing now and where you're going. That is proof. That past pudding is stale and expired and through. So honestly, it's just, all this is just funny to me. It's entertaining to me. I feel like sometimes they get together in Cancun around the pool and laugh about all this and laugh about all the people that take all this seriously. They probably make bets for all I know. Like I said, it's it ain't that crucial. Seriously, at the end of the day. Yeah. Maybe it's because, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm from a matriarchal society that, really, I don't know. But actually I do know, but I don't want to take up, it'll take 4 hours to talk about it. But the thing is this, we can get mad at her or whatever, but honestly, for what? It's like this. Conscious. Stop possessing me. Please stop invading my spirit, Conscious. It's like this. Some people need it. Some people need the pain. Some people need the insults. Some people, Conscious.
Oh.
Please leave me alone. Some people need this. This is how they thrive. This is how they feel they're alive. And if they got to come on panel and get cussed till next Tuesday, that's what they need to feel something. Personally, me, if I want to feel something, I want to feel something that makes me feel good. Like Halle Berry said to Billy Bob Thornton in Gangster's Ball, I want to feel good.
Not Gangster Ball.
I'm a fan of Richie, y'all. I'm a fan of Richie.
Some people need it, y'all. Y'all know what I mean. Some people need the bullshit. Some people want it. Some people can't live without it. Some people need to put their hand on the fire to know that it burns. I don't need you to tell me. It looks hot. But, so it's like this. Every time I've noticed that dear Miss Mamselle Chelsea has ventured onto your panel, it's been about some bullshit. It's been about some drama. It's been about niggas. It's been about this. It's been about that. And look, child.
Yeah.
What can I say that has not been said through and through? Flipped, flopped.
You done said it all, baby.
Sauteed, boiled, oven baked, and by you, Reckless.
Yeah.
I feel like I got something to say that ain't been said.
Okay.
Look. We have seen this movie. This plane done ran off the tracks.
I don't think Richard can hear me, y'all.
Oops, sorry.
Can you hear me, boo?
And I'm just lost. Let me stop before I get completely lost in the bullshit. Because last time I checked, I'm just too grown for this. This is like,
Okay, so I do want to say one thing. when it came down to Lisa coming up here, I have no problem with Lisa for how she feels. If she don't like Chelsea, that's cool. Everybody's entitled to that. It's just that if you don't have proof of someone actually committing a certain crime, you probably shouldn't put that accusation on somebody. I don't. I'm gonna say that I don't care if you like them or not, because of the simple fact of there's a distinction between you talking about something that's quote unquote internet, and there's a distinction between making an accusation that can really lock somebody up and possibly put them in jail for life. I'm just saying. So, when it comes down to that, I would just say if you have a problem with Chelsea, that's cool. You want to, if you want to verbally slap her around on panels, that's cool. Y'all do y'all thing. But however, when it comes down to the termination of other people or the accusation of accusing someone of trying to eliminate somebody from this earth, you just stay off of those type of topics. That's it.
And I want to say to that point, I definitely agree. That's why I threw up the allegedly sign and had to clear it. I do want to say also that Lisa said she believes, so it's her opinion and her belief. And Chelsea's not going to get locked up or indicted over someone's belief. But I also agree because I took down my bond Reid content a few months ago because just not wanting to exacerbate an investigation that was really going on. But this is why controversial people have to be very careful, because when you drudge up drama as a controversial person, you're going to get controversy met. That energy is, you're going to be met with that energy. And so Lisa met controversy for controversy. And when you know that people are out here ready to drag, people are out here ready to say the most extreme things that they can, and then you invite the drama and antagonize the drama and throw gasoline on the drama, you can't be mad when you get burnt by the same fire that you're willing to start for other reasons. So there just needs to be accountability. But I stand behind what Logic said. We should not play with those type of allegations. And I know what y'all gonna say. Well, she works for Tasha K, and Tasha K feels it's her right to make any allegation she wants about anybody else. So, and that's, look, fair game. I understand, but yeah, I still think we should be mindful of that. But I do want to let Mo get in here, and then let Black Girl Magic get in here. Mo, hey, so you say that you got something that you don't think has been said yet.
I do.
Thing. I'm so sorry. I just want to say, word of the day is something that is a word that's very foreign to YouTube. Maybe what Chelsea needs is, we could try this. If it don't work, we can always go back to putting it down or whatever. What is that word? Oh yeah, empathy. Maybe we could try it and see how it goes.
Oh, I don't have any left. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all my perspective on this. No, seriously, because I've been here all day, first of all, but I kept my stuff to myself because I kind of thought I had a bias toward disliking Chelsea. I really never cared for her. And back when she came with her drama to this channel, she was doing a lot of that patriarchy talk when Kay Samuels and all that stuff was up, right? So I just thought I was being biased, but Lisa actually made me feel like, okay, it's not just me, because this is my thing with her. When I first started, I used to watch Tasha K up until she did Jaguar. But when I first started watching her, when she would catch beef, it would always be with a smaller creator, and she would have had.
There's somebody got some feedback. Somebody got some feedback in
It
there.
might be me, isn't it?
Hold on, let me check. Let me see if it. No, it's Richie. I'm gonna just mute you temporarily, Richie, as Mo speaks. It's okay, love.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, when I first got into Tasha K, it was before Chelsea stepped out, and it was before she even put Storm on. But what I would notice when I was still over there, she would pop up on a lot of small content creators' channels and make them donations and be nice to them. And then she would try to get them to do what she wanted. And the minute they didn't, she wrap them up, talk about them, get them out of here, channels down, all type of stuff like that. And I kind of feel like this situation with you is like a long con type of situation. Just hear me out. Okay, so when Chelsea first came over here,
They came over here with the ghetto stuff. I feel like they had that situation with Von Ray, and Tasha's already in the business of scouting smaller creators. So I feel like they tried to use you to dump their ghetto mess slash distraction over here because Tasha two cases was heating up and it was like a big distraction. They came over here, they used you like a portal to distract people and get that crap going on with her and the ghetto man. I feel like they used you like a bubble wrap because they knew Von Ray had problems and was probably going to fall hard once they broke up. And they used you to soften the blow. And they always had the smart digs and they're like, yeah, we know you're going to get paid off of this. Go ahead, get that bag. Stuff like that. So I seen that and I'm looking at it like, okay, they both over here. But in my head, I'm thinking they both got to know eventually Tasha going to blow it with you. She blow it with everybody. And I feel like Chelsea was now the new placebo to say, hey, when that time comes for Tasha to blow it, we're going to keep you over here on the good talk because I noticed she got a lot of free therapy from you. You did I was over here for that whole run. You was really trying to help her. And when it came time for her to face the real conversations, just like today when they asked her the real questions, she did the gum smacking, the laughing. She didn't take it serious. And you was really trying to help her. She was acting like she was so scared of this man, and it was just so. But every time you tried to get them together, she blew it off. So now I'm looking at all this stuff today, and I just kind of feel like it's a long con game. Like they got to keep a good foot in the door, whether it's Tasha or hers. And when they was over there talking, when Larry Reid went over there and all that, she didn't defend you because somebody got to keep a foot in your door. Because I feel like they distract with the bull crap when they go to use other creators. Is that making sense?
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay, because I feel like what other reason they do all that stuff over there? Why would they come over here with the dot stuff and the blow up beds and all that? Like they came over here to be ghetto, so they know they're gonna need somewhere. And then that's another thing that's really getting me. This ain't on Tasha main stuff. They back over here with the ghetto mess, trying to use your platform. Like they don't let the crap touch Tasha channel. They use other people for that. I just feel like they really pulling straws right now to keep a good foot in the door, and I really feel like they owe you some money for therapy. And I did want to say the last thing. I really think they is like a quarterback sneak team. Like one look over here and I'm gonna go in the back door because I feel like you and Storm got the shitty end of the stick because y'all was the only two genuine people. What other thing did he really do to them besides try to really make friends? He was he's friends with you. They're mad. He wanted to stay friends with Von Ray. They was mad. Like that's what I see. I just feel like this is a long con game, and Chelsea is the nice face, the good cop, the bad cop. Cause who didn't know Tasha was gonna blow it? She blow everything. And you literally let that girl use your piano for therapy. And she was gum smacking it. I don't want to talk to him, but you've been over here for live after live after live. When conscious gets you to the doorway of resolve, you don't want to talk. Every time. And that's all I say. I just feel like it's a long con job. And I'm so happy you just like scratch it, wash it, get it off.
Yeah, I hear you, Mo. I definitely hear you. Richie, that was a interesting dissertation there, Mo. For sure.
She's so fake.
Richie, I think you mute, boo. I have a question before I let a Black Girl Magic tap in.
Okay.
What kind of phone are you using right now?
Oh wait, it's an iPhone.
Okay. I mean, what is the iPhone? What kind of iPhone is it?
It's the iPhone 10.
Okay. I was asking because it's giving you like even in low lighting, it's giving still really good clarity. So that's interesting. I just want to know.
Oh really?
It's just detecting me. Yeah, I'm just making observations. But okay. I'm gonna let a Black Girl Magic chime in here. A Black Girl Magic.
Yes, please. I love her.
Are you there, love? I think you on mute too.
Yes,
Lou.
I'm doing my little Bob Dylan.
Hey, love.
You know, yes.
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 Yes. Your thoughts.
I love y'all, by the way.
I love you too, boo.
Oh, we love you too, Richie. We love you. Yes.
Your thoughts on everything that transpired.
Oh my God. Okay, so I need to backtrack. I want to start at the very beginning because you know I've been with you. I've been rocking out with you since 2019. And I love you. First of all, because I love your content. I love how you tune into the spirit world, how you was dissecting other content creators, and we won't say their names, in the other church sector. And I remember all the stuff with dry bundles and the king and all that. I've been watching.
You've been around, girl. You've been around.
I've been around. And so come January, no, actually December, because this was during Christmas. I remember this. So I'm sitting here and I see your live pop up, and it's Von Ray and Wiley and the other one and the main girl we talking about. And I said, Conscious. I said that to myself. I said, leave these niggas alone. Leave them alone. Just leave it alone. And then they were on live for like 5 hours or 4 hours or some shit, and you were trying to solve it, and they didn't come to a resolve then. Then there was another live that was done, and they didn't come to a resolve then. And I said, Richie, and I says to myself, because I know Tasha K has a record of just turning on people and throwing them under the bus. And I said to myself, when is she going to turn on Larry? And when is she going to turn on Conscious? Because it's going to come. I knew it was coming. I foresaw that it was coming. I didn't know it was going to happen like this, but I was like, she's going to say something to piss somebody off, or she's going to say something that ain't supposed to be said, and this is going to happen. And this don't have nothing to do with Armand or any of the other content creators. This is just what I've seen with her pattern with everybody else. And then you what was her name? Mo said you tried to help them. You tried to help as best as you know how. And I agree with her when she said they don't do this bullshit on their channels. Notice Tasha K don't do this trash crap on her channel, but she want to come and bring it on yours, and she want to do it on Chelsea's, and she want to do it on everybody else's channel but her own. That's not right. It's not right. It's not right at all. And I've been very quiet, even from January to now, for my feelings for Tasha K, because I have mixed feelings about the whole thing with Cardi B. I have a lot of mixed feelings about it because I feel both parties were wrong. Her and Cardi was wrong, in my opinion. And that's just my opinion. I feel like both parties was wrong. But the thing with Tasha K was, instead of humbling herself and saying, you know what, I made a mistake, blah, 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 she doubled down on everything she said and everything that she did. And like, for me, that was just, it was a turn off. Like, that was a turn off for me instantly. And also, I agree with Mo. I didn't like how she did Jaguar either. And I don't like how she did Storm in the process of that Jaguar. Because when Storm was getting a lot of press from Jaguar. And I feel like there was some, I don't think Tasha K approved of it or something. It was some disapproval that she had. And that's when, I believe that's when the fallout began. They just kept it, on the hush hush. But really, honestly, Conscious, like, I feel you and Larry need to handle her with a long handle spoon at this point, because she done already said stuff that wasn't accurate and wasn't true, and tried to make it seem like you didn't know what you were talking about, when we all know, as the Conscious crew, you have your receipts, and you don't talk about nothing that you don't know to be actual and factual. You're just not going to be willy-nilly on a situation that you don't know about. And she tried to make it seem like you did.
I don't know. I'm going to say I don't know.
If you don't know, you will, yeah. But you knew. We knew that you knew, because Conscious crew, we know.
but she was trying to make it seem like you didn't know, and that's snake behavior. Then she tried to throw Larry under the bus, like he didn't pay, or what happened to the $25,000
And
because
let me
Olga
tell you
paid that.
something, Black Girl Magic. Even when I was on the stream with Chokes, and
can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. I was going to respond to what you were saying. That even when I was on the live stream with Tasha and Chelsea, and when Tasha asked me, when she bust out with it and said, "Well, did you know that Ogre paid the tab and blah 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 blah," and I was like, no, I didn't. But I even had to play dumb there because I didn't even know how much. I didn't know what she knew about a conversation that she wasn't even really privy to. In all honesty, so I was like, no. But then when Larry cleared it up on my platform, and then he also went on Armand's platform and cleared it up, then I was like, okay, cool. So yes, if for those of you that everybody remembers that when the money got donated and Larry did tell us that the tab had been paid, that Olga and some other folk had paid a portion, and he asked us, did we want our money back? Or he could invest it in da 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 for the viewers, and the viewers unanimously signed off and told him to vote. I mean, to go ahead and pour that money into what he told us he was going to pour it into, and then that was that. So there was always transparency. There was always that. It was just weird that Tasha K was just so eager to like jump out and act like she had something over Larry's head, and to just wanna, like, she was just so pressed to like turn him in, to just like
she had a one up. It was like she felt like she had a one up.
You would have thought that Larry was Tasha's enemy, the way that she
was acting on that video.
I mean, so fucking crazy. I mean, and then came into my chat while I'm live responding to what just happened, while Larry is live with me, demanding that he
tell the whole truth, Larry. I saw
all
that.
these
I was watching.
Loud and wrong and just and manic today. Manic, raggedy, wrong. I mean, it was unbelievable at how much egotism and arrogance can't just belong. I mean, she was drunk off the narcissism today, drunk off the ego today. I mean, when TGJ said, "Woman, thou art loose," that was Tasha K.S. in these streets today, baby. Tearing it up. Red Bull. I think you got some feedback in the background, love, but I didn't mean to interrupt a Black Girl Magic. Go ahead.
But you know what? Yeah, I saw that when she said that. Oh, tell the whole truth, Larry. I'll be back. I'm like, bitch, who is you? Like, tell the whole truth. Like, I was like, okay, like clearly, like when you said what you said about Olga, because I went to watch the playback. Whatever you said about Olga struck a nerve somewhere with her. And in order to prove a point, she wanted to, like she's the head honcho. But this is what she does with everybody, Conscious.
But to be honest, though, because I did not have no smoke with her, and I don't have like, as far as I was concerned, I mean, Tasha K was, after all, she requested, she told Chelsea to retrieve me. So me and Tasha was cool. So had I known it was a trigger, I wouldn't have even had made the comment at all, because I don't do that to people that I have proximity to. I don't do that to people that I have any type of an association or relationship to. So had I known that was even a sore spot to begin with, it's not even something that I would have said. But
even if it was, she didn't have no right. She cannot. I'm sorry. There's no coming back from this. There's no way you can out explain this. Yeah. There's no way. And she has now done this to Larry twice, which I am, a Larry Reid, follower and watcher. So she's done this to him twice already. Like, Larry needs to be careful and need to pay attention, because here's the thing. My English teacher told me this about the Michael Jackson allegations when I was in high school. She said, if one person calls you a horse, you ignore it. Two people call you a horse, You think about it. 3 people call you a horse, you buy your ass a saddle. So, it's not going to have to be but too many more times before she really blow it. You know what I'm saying? With Larry. It's only going to be not for so many times. You know what I'm saying?
I think it was accurate what whoever had hit the panel earlier and said that Larry and Tasha are co-workers. I caught it.
And I believe that's truth. I believe that's true.
Larry is
Your colleague.
He is very loving. He is very open. Larry is an empath. He's very forgiving. He is very long suffering as well. Mm-hmm. But Larry's also not stupid. But I do know oftentimes loving people look stupid in situations. But Larry knows what he's doing. Larry knows who's who and what's what, and he plays the court. And he plays the court accordingly. He's not as gullible and naive as people may think that he is. He's not gullible. He's not a naive man at all. So.
And the other thing that I didn't like about Armand, he was like, and the mentee. And
that's what people were saying.
And that to me, that was kind of sus, because it's like.
Because that's why people was like, well, why not just say his name? Like, I mean.
He should have really, he really should have said your name. He really should have.
If you're not hating and all of that, and you ain't got no hit in your heart, and you comfortable in who you are, why not just say CTV name? Why not just call him by his name? Why not just say CTV? Like, why? Oh, friend and the mentee, but it was just like, because I don't.
He was saying it like you were beneath him. He was saying it like you were beneath him. And here's the thing with Armand. Like, this is my thing with him. The reason he got big is because he talked about Tasha K. Let's be real. He talked about her riding the wave, being mad at her.
That's when I caught him.
For real. That's for real. Let's talk about it.
That's when I caught him.
Why
I thought both women gossiped.
He does gossip too. No, don't get me wrong. He does gossip too. But when he fell out with Tasha K and started dragging her and all of that other stuff is when he got bigger. And then he started siding with Cardi B and the Barty gang is when he really, really started getting big. So, like, come on now. He got big off her name too.
I'm gonna tell you up back on magic. I think that there's a lot of people who are honestly low key feeling a way about the fact that me and Larry have a successful friendship mentorship.
They're jealous.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of people. I think that there's a lot of people who actually secretly low key feel away because me and Larry have been able to successfully have a friendship and a mentorship, because that is something that people have not seen happen, including all parties involved, have all had breakdown and fallen out with people they looked up to, admired. I think that there's a lot of people who feel away, and that's why I don't take it personal, because I don't think that's really about. I know that that's not really about me. That's about something in them. Mm-hmm. That's about their own shit. That's why when people was bringing it up in the chat when this stream first started, I was just like, I mean, it is what it is. Like that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. So I mean, the shade might be shade towards.
It was a him problem.
The shade not about me. It's not about me. It's about hurt and feelings and shit that people just are still harboring, which is why everybody still needs vindication in the situation. Armand shouted out today, I'm vindicated. Chelsea wanted CTV to come out to vindicate her. They're all still dealing with this shit. They all heard about this shit. Ain't none of them done with this shit. It's just and
you know what song you should play at the beginning? What's that song that go? You need to come by and pick up your feelings.
Oh, Jasmine.
Yes.
Pick up your
and
feelings.
Also, Tasha can try Larry if she wants to. I mean, Bishop Magahead tried. You saw what that happened.
But CTV had the nerve to do 3 things. First of all, he was privy to more Larry info than her.
Right.
Second of all, he had the nerve to remain Storm's friend when she wanted him crushed. And then the straw that broke the cargo's back was when the Olga comment was made.
The nerve.
I swear.
Yeah, that's true. Like, that's absolutely, I feel like that's absolutely true. Like, it you know what, tonight was just, it just only confirmed what people have already known and done said about her. And it's a shame because she got issues. Like when people are that narcissistic, like you said, and that ego driven, it's a them problem. It don't really got nothing to do with you, like you said, conscious. Within herself, she got, issues. It's just issues. And until she go to therapy, like you said, everybody asses need to go to therapy. So everybody go to therapy. This shit going to keep coming.
But don't she see a therapist? Once she's talking about her and Storm go to the same room. Or
Conscious is their therapist. They owe him some money.
My God, today, baby. Let me tell you something. All therapists are not made equal.
Conscious.
I was just gonna say, hit your cash app.
You know what? You know what it is? At the end of the day, Conscious, you're doing something right.
Yep.
That's how you know.
I just want to tell
nobody declares war on a poor country.
Period. And I knew that the universe was going to come and vindicate me because it always does. And
you're full of gold, diamonds, uranium. I mean,
the universe is coming to clean out your closet too.
As soon as Larry hit,
you got diamonds on the beach.
Soon as Larry had hit the live to clear me and to vindicate that, in fact, I wasn't the one who was uninformed. It was clear. I just be like, girl, stop, just stop. Okay, just stop.
Did y'all say a lot of stuff about September at the top of the year about like people doing wrong is coming to the head, people doing right? Because September is here. Coming. I remember y'all saying that.
Okay, wait. Can I just say this really quick? I wasn't gonna say this, but in case Tasha's listening. Tasha, okay. I should have said this. I should have stood up at the moment, but Storm didn't say that your mac and cheese wasn't shit. It was me. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out why she's mad.
Okay.
But Larry did say that your potato salad tasted like sandpaper.
Ooh.
Nah, stop.
Mm-mm.
My God.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Paper,
not sandpaper. No, I'm not sorry. Damn it.
Yeah, he really. When did Larry say that? He said that. I can't. I'm done with y'all.
Yes, it's that last cookout. He's still gonna be.
I am fucking done.
Now, come on now. Y'all can't be coming up here saying stuff and we don't know if he said it or not. That's just fire for her to be like, they saying inaccurate stuff.
My God.
We don't care. I just want to say this before I drop down because
yes,
I'm still triggered. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that the mood has sombered a little bit, but I'm still triggered. I really wanted to hear what Reckless had to say to Chelsea. Because I don't know. I felt like did feel like we
listening because she texted me, Chelsea, you need to hit the link and let Reckless complete his conversation with you.
Yeah, because I definitely felt like Reckless was about to make a breakthrough.
It was just that because she had contacted me too, and I told her to hit the link. But okay, so I was saying that when it came down to Chelsea, because she did call me, I did tell her. But the thing I was telling her with Chelsea, I was like, Chelsea, when it comes down to apologizing, let's keep in mind, if you don't feel like you should apologize, then why are you apologizing? And then also to take it a step further, I told her, I said, even if let's just take it a step further after we get past the first part, let's take it a step further and let's actually talk about it shouldn't take you so much to realize why you need to apologize, because you shouldn't have to understand Conscious telling you about you apparently calling or hooking some things up or what. I don't know all the context or whatever, but it shouldn't have to take that much for you to understand why you should apologize. So in the end, you should feel like you should apologize, because then you will understand all the aspects and also understand the part that you played in the situation. And then I was telling her, I was like, Chelsea, I understand that you said, oh, I was going to apologize. I apologize. But however, keep in mind, even when you was first about to apologize, you couldn't barely get it out, and the next thing that came out your mouth was, Conscious, you know, I don't run a panel, you know, all these other things, and you know, I'm like, those are the little things that you do in between that let us know that you really don't want to apologize, and on top of that, it's like it contradicts everything that you're trying to do.
Deflection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so and so that's why I want her to be on this panel so she can do it, because she also let me know that she felt like her feelings are hurt. So come up here and express yourself, girl.
Oh no. See, that's what's not gonna happen. If Chelsea think that she's going to take what another panelist said about her and use that as a way to try to equal the playing field, as if there's two victims here, which is me and herself, it's not going to happen. She's not going to be able to hijack the algorithm and to use that as a way to then feel better about herself and whatever she needs to feel better about as it relates to this bullshit that took place today, because that's what deflectors do. Okay. So yeah, no, that's not going to happen. She's not going to speak to me about her pain. She's not going to speak to me about, you know, I feel so hurt because Lisa came up here. You deal with Lisa. I cleared Lisa. I said you had nothing to do with that. Don't talk to me about Lisa. You go send Lisa a cease and desist. Okay? You're not going to hijack this moment to equalize the pendulum. You're not going to do.
But Conscious, in the last video that you did, right before this one, didn't she say, "We sorry, CTV"?
That's what I was going to say. She said that she apologized and then turned around and said, she apologized. Tasha apologized. She apologized, but then turned around and said she didn't see a need to apologize. She said, I don't think I did anything wrong, so I don't think I should apologize. So, I mean, we playing the semantics game. And if this is someone that has been good to you, that's why I'm triggered, because I've seen, this is like the second time I've seen you in a scenario with a bunch of grown ass people that are and you're trying to help men, you know what I'm saying, and bring closure to situations, and then people try to steamroll, you know what I'm saying, and like really throw you under the bus and attack you and make you the villain and you're the problem, and all the hell you trying to do is teach these motherfuckers how to fucking heal and move forward and get this bag. But they don't see that. They want to make you the problem when it's really them.
Yep, she's
and
absolutely right.
I can't say that. Like, once I attach myself to this platform, I really feel like this is my family over here. You're not that constantly like comfort this man. Like, he may want to take the high road and, you know what I'm saying, stay in his higher purpose. But you know what I'm saying, I ain't all the way there yet. You know what I'm saying? So he may not act the fool, but you got people that's, you know what I'm saying, his supporters, we gonna act the fool. You're not gonna do that. It's just not gonna happen. So if he don't want to stoop to your level, bitch, I'll stoop to your level.
For real.
Period.
And Conscious already know how I roll, because I've been on a panel dragging.
We got your back. We like the barbs.
Yeah.
He like the barbs. He like the barbs, but you got a loyalty and a respect for this man, and you're just not going to do it.
No.
It did hurt my feelings because Tasha K. I support Tasha K. I've always supported Tasha K. She handed me her drama, and I loved on her through that drama, and I adopted all that shit that they put in my lap. And so for her to get in her feelings and to not give me the benefit of a doubt, and then to not have enough emotional intelligence to get herself out of her own trigger and to realize that's not what I was doing to her, and then to just ask Chelsea to drop me down and to do all of that in front of people who watched me have your back. Do all of that in front of people who watch me take on with your ex-mentee, who watch me take on your situation with your employee, to do that in front of people. And then you saw the way I got dragged out here in these streets when Chelsea told me to put those audios in my Patreon.
Yes, I saw that.
Literally, I got witch hunted against for you and y'all shit. And then you go and do that in front of all these people. So yeah, I had to let it be known that I'm not the one to play with, and it was just really ridiculous. And look, it'll never happen again. That's for sure. It'll never happen. It'll never happen again. Ever happen again.
But you know what, Conscious? Like, I was going to say something about that too. Like the whole Von Ray situation, like, and how you were, you had her back and Chelsea's back. I
I had
watch
all of
other
their back.
content creators drag you. No, other
I
people
had
that
all
I
of them.
watch.
I didn't even like Von Ray initially. I didn't even want to deal with Von Ray. And then when Von Ray also pushed himself on me and forced his way in it, like into proximity to me, and I had to deal with him, I even also started having his back. And then I had to try to figure out how to use my proximity to everybody involved to do the best thing that was in the interest of everybody involved. I had to, because I had access now. I got access to Vaughn. I got access to Chelsea. I got access to Tasha. I got access to Storm. What's the fucking best way to then use all this proximity to try to remedy this? And everybody fucked me over aside from Storm.
Because you was cultivating a relationship and the rest of them bras was just working.
That's right. That's all it was. And another content creator said something. They said, they was like, Tasha K, she run her studios like Death Row Records. And I
Oh, baby, it's starting to look like it. God damn it, girl.
They said she run that thing like Death Row Records.
Chelsea must be Dr. Dre. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You gotta be built
No,
for that.
they said she shook.
Oh hell, I thought that was Tasha. Shit.
No, Tasha is shook. Tasha shook.
And it's really a shame because Tasha is incredibly talented, and I admire what she's been able to do as a Black woman. And I know she had to play a little dirty to even get what she want, and she had to hurt a few people just like Wendy did. She had to, she got gritty to get there. But beyond that shit, like, always have the respect on her name and her brand. So, I don't have no ill feelings. I've done everything that I can do for the situation. I feel complete about that, and I'm just going to move on.
Yeah, don't do nothing else without no coins in the cash app.
That's right. That's right. Don't do
No
nothing
more
else without
free
putting a price
therapy.
tag on it first. Know your worth.
Look, especially for people who done burnt me once, they'll definitely have to run me my coin or run me my fade to get me involved in some shit. Because fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Third time, it won't.
Somebody getting beat up.
But you know what? Even with the Wendy Williams thing, like you said, she did dirty things. Like, I don't understand why Tasha K isn't even watching Wendy Williams. Just how she's going out.
Because it's
like,
the ego.
With the ego, yes. Like what?
Because it's the ego. All people
like
with a
you
strong
gotta
ego,
like. You don't think this karma is coming for you?
No.
Wendy is a great example of
Black
that.
girl magic. Because people with a profound ego actually believe that they transcend right and wrong. And that's why no example convicts them and impresses upon them. They actually believe that they are above the right and wrong. They believe that.
Well, I'm happy you cutting the cancer out. I'm gonna step down.
Me
y'all.
too.
I'm tired.
For real.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my bed. I just wanted to give y'all the opportunity to sound off and to also like speak further to some things, especially this donation shit. And I just want to make it clear once again, Larry never was not transparent with his audience. You can find all of these conversations and shit all on his platform. Like we knew where that money went. He asked us if he wanted us to return the money or if he could pour it into another situation, and we gave him permission to do that. So there was nothing ever to hang over his head. And Larry got so much going on himself that he don't even remember that there was transparency. So, I'm glad that for the LRLs and the people who've been around and the people who keeping up with everything as it happens, we able to come in and to correct the narratives. So, yes, but I want to thank y'all for y'all support and y'all input. I really appreciate y'all holding me
Thank
down.
you. Love you.
No problem.
I love y'all.
We love it here.
Yeah, you know we love you, Contra.
Yes, absolutely, and I love y'all back.
There's always
Have a good night.
Okay,
I always keep a jar
Good
of.
night.
I always keep a scarf. I always keep a razor. I'm here for you, bro.
All right, babes. Keep that razor sharp, okay?
Good night.
All right, babes.
Good
Thank
night, Conscious. Thanks for
Thank you,
having me
love.
again.
Of course. Always welcome to love. I appreciate you. And Reckless, you know I'm about to hit you.
Yes, on period.
All right. Well, that's that, you guys. It is what it is. I don't need no apology for nobody. I am just focused on my happiness and focused on my purpose, and whatever comes together comes together. Whatever don't. I'm not going out of my way to repair none of this. I'm just going to move on with my life and be a professional bad bitch like I've been doing. And if I have to get in the ring, I'm gonna get in the ring, and I'm gonna get in the ring very well. So that's that. Thank you guys for being here. Shout out to everybody involved, including Armand, Larry. Shout out to everybody. And I appreciate y'all, and I'll check y'all guys later.